Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. Welcome back to my playthrough of Ace Attorney Investigations. We're going to continue from where we left off, the final case in the game, and we're going to find out exactly what the hell is going on here. But let's continue here. Court is now in session. April 6, 11:23 AM, District Court, Courtroom number 3. Oh, it's the courtroom from the old Ace Attorney games. Francisca and Fender. Is the defense ready to proceed? You bet. Bring it on, Big G. The prosecution has been ready for some time. The original attorney in this case, Rosie Ringer, was murdered, while the original prosecutor, Eustace Winner, has disappeared. So Fender and Francisca have taken over in their places. Very well, let me begin by apologizing for the delayed start to these proceedings. The crime we are here to adjudicate took place in a prison, institution of the judiciary. Yeah, so this Fifi Lagarde's trial. What's more, the fact that the defendant was the warden of said prison carries grave implications. These two factors combined cause pre-trial preparations to take more time than usual. And then the unfortunate passing of the attorney in charge, Miss Rosie Ringer, delayed the trial yet further. But now we are ready to begin at last. Miss Fender, Miss Fun Karma, the court thanks you both for stepping in at such short notice. Hey, no sweat. Rosie was your pal, right? And this was her last case. Couldn't exactly say no, could I? You'll have to bear with me, though, gang. Didn't exactly get a ton of time to read the paperwork. How about you, Fran? Everything cool over on your side? It's hardly ideal for the prosecutor in charge of the case to have run off and abandoned it. But justice can't sit around waiting for him to grow its spine. The evidence has been handed to me, so yes, I'm ready. Thank you both. Very well. Bring the accused, Miss Fifi Lagarde, to the stand. I invite the prosecution to make its opening statement. Alright. The accused was... Let me stop you right there, darling. What is it, Miss Lagarde? Oh, I was just wondering if you could tell me something. That something being why on earth I'm here. Perhaps the opening statements will clarify that for you. But will they, dear? Really? Fine. Carry on if you must. So this is like probably one of the first times that we see somebody that's actually guilty actually being put on. I mean, it's happened before, but this is one of the few times in the Ace Attorney series where we actually see somebody that's guilty being actually their trial actually happening. Because most of the time the trials in Ace Attorney, the people are innocent in them. I fully intend to. If you can stay quiet for one moment. The murder in question happened at the prison where Miss Lagarde worked as a warden. The victim, one Bronco Knight, was being held in the detention center. But the prosecution's case will show that Miss Lagarde took him from the holding cells and murdered him. And she did so with this knife. Huh? Is something the matter, Miss Von Karma? How can that... No, the evidence. What gives, Fran? Everything okay? The murder weapon. It's not here. And neither is body Harma Canis' chisel. What? Oh, say it ain't so. Silence! Silence! Miss Von Karma, explain yourself. I wish I could, Your Honor. No murder weapon, Then what exactly are we all doing here? Really, darling. You shouldn't volunteer to prosecute a case if you can't even keep the evidence safe. And the thing is, it's really hard for me to do a French accent. I can do a Southern accent, I can do a Russian accent, I can kind of do a German accent too. But doing a French accent, it's always been really hard for me to do a French accent, because she speaks in a French accent. I can only work with the previous prosecutor gave me. Little boy winner strikes again. A, G. What is it, Miss Fender? Guess we know where this is going, huh? Let's kick this one down the road a little further, shall we?
Overruled.
The court hereby denies the defense's request. What? Don't be like that. What's the dealio? She's absolutely right, of course. We simply can't have any more delays. Let's get on and show everybody how wonderfully innocent I am, shall we?
Objection!
Innocent? I'll thank you to take this seriously. Oh, but I am, darling. And you don't have any evidence. You just said so yourself. In the courtroom, evidence is everything. Haven't I heard that somewhere before? And without any, you can't charge me with anything. Isn't that right? Verity, darling. It is. Whoop. What? Without the items in question, the prosecution's case against the defendant cannot proceed. As such, this court hereby declares the accused Fifi Lagarde not guilty.
Objection!
Whoa, hold the phone there, hasty pants. You can't go dropping a verdict just like that. Forgive me, but why is the defense objecting to its client being acquitted? Don't be cute, kiddo. You know as well as I do that little Miss Warden over there is guilty as all heck. And as for the murder weapon, you were right, there when we found it. Mr. Fender, it is incumbent upon this court to see that fair judgment is afforded to all. And as the instrument of the court, I cannot allow my experiences or opinions to interfere with my work. You must think of, the Judge Gavel who was present when the murder, weapon was found. But the thing is, why is he defending her if he knows that she's guilty? But anyways, what I will say is, somebody that would be personally attached to a case would never be allowed on it. So if Judge Gavel was involved in a case or a prosecutor, they would not be prosecuting that case or oversighting that case. They would not be happening. And the Judge Gavel you see before you in the courtroom today as two entirely, different people. Gee, you're killing me here. I have no choice to pass judgment based on the evidence available.
Objection!
And we have that evidence, just not here. Give me some time, Slittle. I'll find it, I swear to you. The prosecutor hereby requests a recess. Oh, yeah. The defense does that too. Come on, Your Honor. Don't do us like this. Very well. The court accepts the request. Really, Verity. You won't help anybody bowing to pressure like that, you know. There will be a 15-minute recess. I suggest that both the prosecution and the defense use the time well. Understood. Phew. Saved by the bell, huh? Very well. We will reconvene in 15 minutes. April 6, 11:38 a.m. District Court. 3rd floor. Lobby. Well, we did totally find that knife, didn't we, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, of course we did. Huh? Oh. What's the matter, detective?
It's a metal detector, sir. It's, reacting to the alligator.
What? How? The metal detector was reacting to something inside her after all. Your Honor, I'd like to remind you of this piece of evidence. The chisel. Didn't we just figure out that isn't a murder weapon? You might recall that Mr. Canis hid this chisel in his dog's mouth. Wouldn't you believe that the real murder weapon was hidden in much the same way? That's right, the murder weapon is hidden inside the alligator in the pond over there. So did somebody steal it, or what? Mr. Edgeworth. Oh. The circus girl. Miss Berry, Mr. Saint, are you here to watch a trial? Yeah, we heard it was gonna be a real fun show. Do you know where we need to go? It's a trial for the case I was nearly convicted for. It should be starting any minute now. We were late because of practice, but it's somewhere around here, right? Simeon, there's kind of a problem. They lost some evidence. The knife and the chisel. So they called a recess and kicked us all out of the courtroom. What? No, they can't. They're not going to arrest you again, are they? Eek! Don't say that! No. Gee, I forgot how easy it was to upset you. Huh? How dare he embarrass me like that? That's Francisca, isn't it? Yeah, that's gotta be Francisca. Speaking of easy to upset. Fran, Stina, Frandarella. Chill, okay? Just chill. Come on, put the whip away. That's it. That's it. That idiot of a so-called prosecutor, I'll find him and I'll make him eat whip for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. She's talking about Mr. Winner. Eat! Mouster, you gotta calm her down. Kid's gone cuckoo. I guess I better at least try. Oh, it's you. Good morning, Mr. Ex-Prosecutor. Francisca. You shouldn't be here, you know. You're not in the, right line of work anymore. You should be at home planning whatever it is you need to do with the rest of your life. The trial. What are you going to do, Francisca? You only have 15 minutes. Ugh. Don't you think I know that? And wipe that infuriating, reasonable look off your face. You're like a news anchor calmly reading the news or something. And it's utterly exasperating. It's probably better that I don't rise to that. Nice murder. I never imagined you would be the one prosecuting this case, Francisca. Nor did I. But what a case. The murder of a presidential bodyguard. And by the warden of a prison, no less. The murder weapon was properly entered into the evidence and everything. And yet, when you went to present the knife to the court, it wasn't there. That imbecile. Not only did he abandon his case, he made me look like a total fool. Yeah. The next time I see that little coward, I'll whip him into shape if it's the last thing I do. You go ahead and do that, but quit taking it on the people around him. Can I present her, if anything? Oh. This is the president of Zhengfa. It is. Dijun Wang himself. His body was discovered just a short while ago. What? There must be some mistake. There isn't. I saw it with my own eyes. It's true. And are you suggesting that his death has something to do with my current case? No, not exactly. We're just hoping to speak with Judge Gavel. Miles Edgeworth. Are you deliberately trying to distract me with irrelevant evidence? Yeah, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have shown that to you. What, so you're saying you're going to start hiding things from me now? Ouch! I can't say anything right. Okay, what? I guess I'll talk to Fender. Okay, Meister, so you got the old memory back, huh? Sure did. It's me again. You had me worried six ways till Sunday. Not that other K wasn't a blast, too. Anyway, welcome back, kiddo. Bring it in. No. We need to be thinking about this trial right now, okay? Yeah, guess things did go pretty, pear-shaped in there, huh? The trial. We need to dig up this missing evidence, lickety-split. But we can't count on them putting, the trial on hold much longer. Yeah, it's a stumper, alright. If only some kind soul would offer to go find it for us. That's an expectant look if I ever saw one. Miles Edgeworth. Can't help but notice you still haven't asked for your prosecutor's badge. Badge back, bucko. Finally decided to come walk the path of righteousness with me and your old man, huh? The committee has my badge, that much is true. But I haven't given it up just yet. I'm still not ready to walk in my father's footsteps. No? Well, it's not like there's a deadline. You do for as long as you need. The old family office will be waiting to welcome you with open arms when you're done. Thank you, Fender. Yeah, if only somebody would go sniff out that evidence for us. What do you expect me to do? Fine. We'll do it. Way to go, Milesy-O. You sure? I'll do what I can. But that might not be much in 15 minutes. Fran and me will buy you as much time as we can, okay? G won't be banging that hammer of hers until you made it back with the goods, I promise. Thank you. I'll be counting on you, Fender. And you, Francisca. How does that sound? What makes you think I'd accept your help? How about some advice instead? That you seriously consider a new career as a news anchor? Come on, Fran. Clock's a tick-tocking here. Time to step up to the plate. Alright. Fine. We will stall the trial for as long as we can. But you better get your ex-prosecutor, behind in gear. You know I quite like having you run errands for me. Maybe that could be your new career instead. I'm glad you're on board. I can't help. I can help too. I don't want to be arrested again. Oh, yeah. Oh, this sounds fun. Can I play? Alright, that will be very helpful of you both. Very well. Where shall we begin? I think we need to go speak to a certain somebody, don't you? Who we need to speak to in order to find out where the evidence went? Eustace Winter.
Take that!
That's right. The supposed custodian of the evidence in question. Eustace Winter. Oh, the new prosecutor guy. Okay, we're on it. Thank you, Mr. Saint. Alrighty then. Think we better huddle and talk tactics, huh, friend? Just the two of you. Ow! Don't keep me waiting. Miles Edgeworth. I'll try not to. We'll be back as soon as we can. Oh, Franny Poo, wait up now. Alright, we need to find Mr. Winter, and fast. Oh, there's Judge Gavel. Whoa! Judge Gavel. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth. A pleasure as always. A pleasure? How is it a pleasure? And what was all that about just now? Okay, stop it. But Judge Gavel knows that horrible woman is the killer. Why the heck would she... Because she knows evidence is everything. Evidence is the only language, yup, that the God just understands. My own personal thoughts and feelings do not come into it. Is this all Judge Verity Gavel is? You may believe my way of thinking to be heartless, but it is my way. To be this hard and unforgiving? There's something I'd like to ask you, if you don't mind. Please go ahead. What were you doing on the roof of the big building 2 nights ago? The roof? You met the president up there, didn't you? We've seen security footage of the 2 of you. And, is there something wrong with that? Only that his body was discovered this morning, right next to the very same building. What? I think you understand what I'm getting at. You're considered a suspect. What happened between the 2 of you? Nothing. We simply talked for a few minutes. And when we were done, I left. I took the elevator back downstairs alone. That much we know to be true. As I said, we've seen the footage. And what business did you have with the leader of a foreign power? I'm not at liberty to say. I see. Well, I'm not at liberty to leave until I have answers, oh. In which case, there's only one thing for it. She's hiding something. And I have to get it out of her. Mind chess, huh? Mind chess against Judge Gavel. I never thought I'd see this day. Judge Gavel met with the president Zhangfa the night before last. Yes, I admit it. We met up on the roof of the big building. But it was simply to discuss professional matters. Matters that I am not obliged to discuss with you. Heh, I'm clearly going to have to work hard to get past her professional defenses. If she puts up a too impenetrable facade, I'll probably be, better off biding my time. I should start by asking what she met the president to talk about. Find out what you discussed with the president. What did you, talk to the president about? Perhaps you could begin by telling us, what you met with the president wanting to discuss. As I told you, professional matters. Professional matters which I do not intend to share with you. Bide my time. I'm so glad you understand. I must say, you're a very busy woman. A judge, a committee member, an occasional aide to us in the field even. Thank you. I take my professional duties very seriously. And do those duties include meeting with foreign dignitaries? Yes, of course. From time to time. The law is my life. Nothing I do falls outside the scope of my duties. You helped us this morning. You returned Case Promise notebook to us just this morning. Surely you can't claim that fell within the scope of your duties. I'm not yet a perfect servant of the law. That much is true. No, you are a human being, and that was an act of simple human kindness. You have feelings, Judge Gavel, and you are allowed to have them, about the president's death too. I can still hardly believe it. If I might ask, how did he die? He was crushed to death by the head of a monster known as the Tyrannosaurus. Forgive me, I should probably explain. Is that true? He died on the set of the movie? He did. Interesting that you should even know what Tyrannosaurus is. Oh, I imagined, I must have heard about it from Eustace. Something about them shooting a movie, somewhere near the big building. She isn't fooling anybody, she's clearly very upset about something. She mentioned Mr. Winter, who seems to have disappeared along with some vital evidence. Perhaps if she won't tell us what she discussed with the president, we should try to find out what else she might be hiding. I'm clearly getting under her skin. I need to dig further. Where's Mr. Winter? Find out what Judge Gavel is hiding. Okay. Francisca stepped in to take Mr. Winter's place in the trial. But how was she supposed to prosecute the case if he never handed over all the evidence? My interest is solely in ensuring that a trial proceeds fairly once it has begun. And if once it has, vital evidence cannot be presented, it should surprise no one if the accused goes free. Bide my time. I am a judge, a servant of the law. My personal thoughts and feelings do not come into it. So you have no personal feelings when it comes to Mr. Winter's disappearance? Of course I do, I worry about him, terribly, too. You're worried about somebody else as well. Wait, 2? Does that mean there's somebody else you're worried about as well? Ah! I imagine their identity might explain your strangely agitated state. I don't know what you're talking about. I am a servant of the law, and my feelings are immaterial. You're no servant, you're a person. We are all servants of the law, all of us who stand in the courtroom. But we're not superhuman. You, me, everybody else, we're just people underneath it all. Much as we'd like to bury our feelings and remain impartial, that simply isn't possible. I'm doing pretty good. Ah! You are right, of course. I am in no fit state to offer impartial judgment. Please, Judge Gavel, just tell us the truth. What's going on? I'm... What do I do? What do I do? I've never seen her lose her composure like this. Yeah, I haven't either. I should ask her who this person is she's so worried about. Her professional mask is finally beginning to slip. Perhaps now I can get to the human being underneath. Who are you worried about? Judge Gavel, who are you so worried about? And where are they? My apologies, but I simply cannot tell you that. I'll need a clue if I'm going to pursue this line of questioning any further. I should try another tack for now. Are you worried about Mr. Winter? Are you worried about Tyrannosaurus? Huh. The person you're so worried about that isn't Mr. Winter. He has not been seen since he discovered the truth about his father. Of course I am worried about him, but this could also be a valuable test for him. You're just going to abandon him? Don't lie to me. I'll expose... No, not that. Now, not this one. Okay. Are you worried about Mr. Winter? The person you're so worried about isn't Mr. Winter. He has not been seen since he discovered the truth about his father. Of course I'm worried about him, but this could also be a valuable test for him. A test? It's an ordeal. Yeah, I should have just bided my time on that one. Okay. Try one more time here. Bide my time. He chose to disappear, and he can choose to reappear. And the other person you're worried about can't? That's not something I'm at liberty to talk about. I don't know what might happen to that poor child if I did. She's talking about Shaun. That poor child, who do you mean? Okay, so when she gets, like, sad and she's like this, that's the cue to basically ask her a question. If she's not doing that animation, that's not the cue to ask her a question. You have to figure that out with each character. That poor child, who are you talking about? Nobody, please. It was nothing. Ignore it. Judging by the look on her face, I definitely shouldn't. I think that might prove to be a valuable clue. Who are you worried about? Judge Gavel, who are you so worried about? And where are they? My apologies, but I simply cannot tell you that. Time to deploy my clue. The poor child is missing, aren't they? So this poor child is missing, and you're desperate to find him. Ah! And since you say child, I suppose we're right in assuming this person is a minor. I can't answer, and I won't. It has no bearing whatsoever on the murder of the president. No, it definitely has something to do with it. I'll need a clue if I'm going to pursue this line of questioning any further. I should try another tack for now. Are you worried about Taras? Should I ask that? This person you're so worried about. Is it Taras? I really don't have time for jokes, Mr. Edgeworth. It's not a joke. When I told you how the president was killed, you seemed surprised when I mentioned that he was crushed by Taras. That was simply shock at learning how he died. And where a half-built film, set on an empty lot. Is there something wrong with where he died? Okay, Try this one more time here. I shouldn't have asked about how that one. I should have done bide my time. Are you worried about Mr. Winner? Okay, skip through this really quick here. The Taras asked this question again. What did he say? That was simply a shock at learning how he died, and where a half-built film set on an empty lot. Is there something wrong with where he died? Is there something wrong with where he died? I'll ask that one. It sounds as if something about where he died is particularly troubling to you. No, that's not true at all. It's just... Phil says are places where dreams are made, and instead a great man met his end there. Great man. I only hope that the utmost care is taken when the news is shared with the cast and crew. You're worried about its box office chance. A crew member found him. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid the cast and crew already know. We met two of them at the scene. A crew member and a young actor, Shaun Fenn. No, why? Why did this have to happen? Something about, the Taras connection really seems to be upsetting her. I think that might prove to be a valuable clue. Who are you so worried about? Judge Gavel, who are you so worried about? And where are they? My apologies, but I simply cannot tell you that. Kinda pulling my clue. The poor child is missing, aren't they? So this poor child is missing, and you're desperate to find him. It's someone from the movie, isn't it? You seem to get very sensitive every time I mention Taras. The poor child you mentioned has something to do with the movie, don't they? Ah! Ow! How did you... You're usually so cool and collected. Your discomfort told me everything I needed to know. Who is this poor child? You have to tell us. Very well. You figured out so much already. I might as well tell you the truth. The person I'm so worried about, the person I'm so desperate to find, is Shaun Fenn. Shaun? Well, why? That is more than I can allow you to know. Judge Gavel, you said you would tell us the truth. And if you don't give it up voluntarily, we'll have to force it from you. I'm afraid you're just going to have to accept that. Is she related to Shaun? I need to get her to tell me why she's so desperate to find Shaun. Do you know him? Do you know Shaun personally? He is famous. I doubt there are many people who do not know him. I certainly didn't until today. Then you clearly need to be better informed. Perhaps I could teach you a few things. There's almost nothing I don't know about him. Bide my time. Forgive me. I allow myself to get a little carried away. That seems to happen quite a bit when the subject of Shaun comes up. Look, I do not know him personally. I simply know a lot about him. I'll need a clue if I'm going to pursue this line of questioning any further. Let's try another tack for now. Do you know where he is? We're trying to find Shaun too. Do you have any idea where he might be? Why would I have any idea about that? The two of us aren't connected in any way at all. I'll need a clue if I'm going to pursue this line of questioning any further. Okay, I should try another tack for now. Are you a fan? Are you a fan of Shaun's, perhaps? Am I? Yes, I am. I am an ardent admirer of the work of Shaun Fenn, child actor extraordinaire. Bide my time. I heard that he was filming, near the big building. So I made it my business to learn where the set was, and some other important details. I see. I suppose that makes sense. As a fan, you'd want to know such things. I imagine you would also have tried to learn when he was supposed to be on set. Yes, of course. He said he would be filming there all day today. Did you hear that from Shaun himself? You make it sound like you heard that from Shaun himself. I don't think he'd be sharing his schedule with a mere fan, do you? No, I misspoke. Ignore me. Every slip of the tongue she makes seem to do with Shaun. And now we know she's spoken of him. That's an important clue. Do you know him? Do you know Shaun personally? He is famous. I doubt there are many people who do not know him. I certainly didn't until today. Then you clearly need to be better informed. Perhaps I could teach you a few things. There's almost nothing I don't know about him. Bide my time. Forgive me. I allow myself to get carried away. That seems to happen quite a bit when the subject of Shaun comes up. Look, I do not know him personally. I simply know a lot about him. Time to deploy my clue. You must have spoken to him. I can understand you're being worried about Shaun, but you seem a little too worried. And you implied before that you had spoken to him, which must surely mean that you know him personally. How did you... did I give away so much? So the two of you are acquainted. This is surely an important clue. Do you know where he is? We're trying to find Shaun too. Do you have any idea where he might be? Why would I have any idea about that? The two of us aren't connected in any way at all. Time to deploy my clue. The two of you are very much connected. I don't know what exactly the connection is between you and Shaun, but I know for certain that it exists. You've as good as told us that it does. Please, Judge Gavel, you have to help us try and find him. Help you? That would never be allowed. By whom? The gods of justice? By the one person who knows where he is. The person who kidnapped him. At last, the puzzle pieces are finally starting to fall into place. I know why you're so reluctant to tell us anything about your relationship with Shaun. Admit it. He's been kidnapped, hasn't he? Judge Gavel, I need you to tell me the truth. All of it. Very well, this time. I wonder if PP kidnapped him. This time I will tell you everything. Your intuition was correct. Shaun has been kidnapped. I knew it! But why does that have anything to do with you? Shaun is... He's my son. What?! Well, we may not have found out what she and President Wang were talking about. We found out something just as important. Shaun has been abducted. Not exactly the endgame I was expecting, but that's checkmate, nonetheless. What? You're Shaun's mom, Judge Gavel? No way, come on. You're too young. It's true. I am Shaun's mother. Look. A magazine clipping. An article about Shaun. You always carried this with you? Yes, everywhere I go. I guess you could call it kind of talisman. That certainly speaks to the bond between them. Isn't Judge Gavel in her 20s, though? She's 26. And Shaun is 13? That means that she had Shaun when she was 13 years old? How does that make any sense? What the? And you're sure he's been kidnapped? Unfortunately, yes. I received a phone call from the kidnapper just before the trial began. Did they make any demands? Only one. That Fifi Lagarde be found not guilty. Well, that certainly explains what we saw in there. And without any, you can't charge me with anything. Isn't that right? Verity, darling. It is. Without the items in question, the prosecution's case against the defendant cannot proceed. As such, this court hereby declares the accused Fifi Lagarde not guilty. That's why you came so close to declaring her innocent. I have failed in my duty to the law. I am a judge. If I cannot, arbitrate with impartiality, I make a mockery of justice. And yet, I tried to force through a ruling based on nothing but my own self-interest. Judge Gavel, the gods must be furious with me. But I just couldn't do it. I couldn't sacrifice my son on the altar of justice. I couldn't remain impartial when it mattered most. Of course you couldn't. Are you crazy? Okay. No parent could just give up on their child like that. If that makes the gods just mad, then I'm sorry, but she's wrong. If she really thinks that way, then she's the guilty one. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes. Declaring the goddess guilty? That's bold. Kay is right. As I told you, though, we all serve the law. We are also only human. None of us could or should be expected to sacrifice a child for the sake of a verdict. Thank you, both of you. But the trial must continue. There is no escaping that.
Your Honor, there you are.
It seems it is time. Judge Gavel. My dad was a prosecutor. He was. Yeah, he used to work in a courtroom just like you do. And I was thinking about what he would have done if he was in your position right now. If a prosecutor were forced to insist that a clearly innocent suspect be found guilty. I know what he would have done. Anything, that's what. He would have done anything to get me back. He would. So what I'm trying to say is, you can trust us. What do you mean? To get him back, to snatch him from the jaws of danger. I'm the second Yatagarasu, and if you agree to trust me, I promise I'll get him back for you. Heh, the thief who steals only the truth, and perhaps only one or two other things. Well, Judge Gavel, what do you say? Will you trust the great thief to steal back that which matters most to you? Mr. Edgeworth, I'd like to help too, if that's alright with you. Thank you. I know I am in no position to ask this of you. But please, please, see that he comes home safely. Oh, we will. Don't worry, you can count on us. Here, take my cell phone. The kidnapper may call again. You get it back, along with your son, I promise. I will do everything I can to draw out the trial. But I don't imagine I can give you more than about 2 hours at best. 2 hours. That gives us until 2 p.m. Please, I'm counting on you. So if Fifi's in trial right now, that means there's a co-conspirator. There's another person involved. I wonder if it's Shelly the killer. Yeah. And here I thought the great thief was on sabbatical. Well, hold on to your hat because she's back in business. Alright, let's do this. My first commission. I can't afford to mess it up. In that case, we better start looking right away. Where to begin? Gah! Where the heck did he go? Maybe he just went home. You're right. They won't be doing any filming today after all. Sure. Or maybe he went on the lam. Perhaps we should see if Shaun left any clues behind at the big building. Hey, what are you doing giving orders? This is a great thief operation. I'm in charge now. Is that so? Then, What am I? You're my assistant, first assistant to Great Thief Yatagarasu. Talk about an honor. I've been relegated to Thief's assistant. Alright, let's go to work. Team Yatagarasu, move out. April 6, 12:10 p.m. Okay, big building. Plaza. Alright, here we are. Ready? On 3. Just follow my lead, you'll be fine, okay? What exactly are you talking about? Even in the depths of night. Hey, your turn. Keep up, will you? Why are you making me do this? Because the great Thief Yatagarasu just arrived at the scene of the crime, dummy. How is anybody supposed to know that if we don't announce her appearance? You may be a thief, but I most certainly am not. Gah, fine. I'll do it on my own. Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone source of shine, the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great Thief Yatagarasu. I'm very much aware of who you are, thank you. Now, shall we get on with this investigation? You're no fun at all. We don't have time for fun. We have less than 2 hours, in fact. We better get started. Alright, shall we... Well, we have the photo. Let's show it to a few people, see if it jogs memories. Big building plaza. Oh, hey, Mr. Edgeworth, long time no see. Oh, this guy, the third case in the game. The third case in the very first game. I forget his name. He was the guy who was accused of murder, but he was falsely, framed for it. Wait, this is Will Powers, right. He's an action star I met on an old case. He's also the man behind the mask of the one and only Steel Samurai. Yeah, he is the Steel Samurai. Long time no see indeed. And also about Powers, Powers is a really nice guy. Nice to meet you. I'm Kay Faraday. Great thief. Mr. Edgeworth has been working as my assistant. What I love about this game is that you see so many characters from the old games. Good to meet you. But, thief, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm gonna try to do his voice, has been assisting a thief. Let's not worry about that for now. We'd like to ask you about what happened this morning, if that's alright. Sure. I don't know if I can be of much help to you, but sure. So, you one of Shaun's work colleagues. I guess we better just dive right in. About the incident. I heard you were investigating this one, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, yes. But I'm not the prosecutor in charge, of course. But if your case, here is assistant, I guess this is her case? No, that's simply... I can see you're an intelligent man. You're right, of course. I'm in charge of this one. Don't encourage her. Alright, I'll need you to give me straight answers. First of all, this case. Have you noticed anything weird? I mean, perhaps you could give me your impressions. That's supposed to sound like me? My impressions? I guess my main concern is no offense to the victim and all, but... Is it all over for the production? Are we done? I can't help but worry. I think it's probably safe to assume that you are. At least for now. Right. I knew it. What a bummer. We don't have the location for much longer either. Because you were due to finish shooting soon. No, because they're due to start a building. That lot won't be empty for long. They were letting us use it while they got ready to make a start. I guess the plan was to shoot the rest on a lot back at Global Studios. I've been so worried about everything. With what people spreading all these rumors too. Rumors? Yeah, this journalist keeps coming around. Y'all been hiding real monsters on that set of yours. Oh, lot of heart. Y'all can't do that, I'm gonna expose y'all. She's always saying stuff like that. I think I know exactly who this journalist might be. Yeah, photographer, right? Photographer, right? I thought you might know her. But you're not... Are you hiding real monsters, I mean? Are you kidding? If they had real monsters to call on, I'd be out of a job. Creature features. So you've been all working hard on the movie? Yeah, it's the first time I've been on a reboot of an old series. This one's been a real challenge for me and everybody else over at Global Studios. If only they put this kind of energy into making a new Steel Samurai show or something. What role are you playing in this one? Me? I'm Taras himself. No way! So you're the star. Well, not quite. I'm in a costume, see? My face won't ever appear on screen. Really, still, that's pretty amazing. I wish I could wear a costume like that. Hey, do you think I could try it on sometime? I'd settle for just climbing inside one of the horns.
I'd love to say yes, but that's not how it works. You can't really climb inside that part.
Oh, I get it. Because I'm an outsider, right? That's not the issue at all here, Kay. Shaun Fenn. Can I ask you a couple of questions about Shaun?
Shaun? Oh, sure. Penny told me what happened. He just disappeared, right? Yeah, sounds like him.
Does he do that a lot?
Yeah, kinda. If we take 5 mid-shoot, you look around sometimes, he's just gone.
Do you have any idea where he might have headed off to?
Sorry, no. I did see him leaving the set, though.
Huh? You did? And where was he headed?
He got on the site bus. But I was checking some equipment over, and by the time I looked back up, he was gone.
The site bus. I wonder if he left any clues behind. Do you mind if we take a look inside the bus, Mr. Powers?
Sure. You'll have to excuse the mess, though.
Alright, let's see what we can find. Let me see if I can present the photo to him. They said to present the photo.
Feels like you're right there behind the scenes, huh? This has been such a great shoot. Everybody's so into it. Crew, cast, everybody. Sure, it's not always been easy, but we kept smiling right through it all. What an atmosphere. And now this. How did this happen?
There's not much we can do right now about the fact that shooting has been suspended. But if we can solve the case, maybe there's a chance the movie can get back on schedule. Another reason to do what we came here to do. Is this the site bus? There's an array of filming equipment here. Are you getting ready to shoot something?
No, nothing's scheduled for today at this location. It's just a case has gone missing.
Case? What is he talking about?
Yeah, all that stuff there is normally stored inside a large case. But I look away for 5 minutes, and it's wandered off somewhere.
Sounds like there's a thief around here. What exactly was taken?
Just a case, as far as I can tell.
Stolen from next to the side bus. Its contents were left behind. Shaun was probably put in the case. Why only take that? I would have, been more interested in what was inside it myself. I guess whoever took it must have needed the case more than its contents. Did they need to put something in it? It's a map of the area around the big building. Let's take a closer look. This is the big building itself, so that's where we are right now. It's kind of cool looking, but I still can't quite bring myself to like it. I'm not surprised. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if you never wanted to come here again. Hey, when this is all over, when we have the whole case wrapped up, can we maybe come here just for fun? We can bring Gummy too. You don't let the past drag you down, do you? It's an admirable quality, I guess. Let's think about that, later, shall we, Kay? This case isn't over just yet. We can't afford to start making plans for when it's done. No fun. Fine, let's hurry up and solve this little, mystery, shall we? Sunshine Station. Sundown Sanitation Plant. Sundown Sanitation Plant. What do they make? Cleaning products there or something? Sadly not. I think they just incinerate all the garbage the trucks bring back. By the way, Kay, you seem a little antsy. Oh, it's nothing. Hey, did you see up in the other corner of the map? There's another garbage facility. Indeed, there is. I imagine it probably fulfills a slightly different function. There seems to be quite a few such facilities in the area. Yeah, hey, the place is littered with them. Really? That's what you were so excited about. A third-rate punt. Mornington Park? I don't really buy into all that stuff. But they do say the light from the sun in the morning gives you more wrinkles, right? And why are we talking about this? Why do you think? Because they called it Mornington Park. I certainly like to be basking in the morning sunshine without a care in the world right now. Sunshine Coliseum. The Sunshine Coliseum. They hold all kinds of events there. Yeah, I wanted to go to the World Thieves Symposium, but they canceled it this year. It was so cool. Thieves from all over the planet all gathered in one place. I mean, there was that, thing where they arrested pretty much everybody who attended, I guess. And some people did say the whole thing was just a trap set by the police. And yet you still wanted to go. Daybreak Dump. There's a garbage processing facility right next to the fishing port here. Do they process garbage they pull out of the sea or something? I guess they might, but I doubt that's all they deal with. So what else? Oh, like garbage that washed up on shore, shells and fish bones and stuff? Well, who throws that stuff in there in the first place, huh? They should be ashamed of themselves. Didn't they ever hear of recycling? You can make earrings and necklaces, and yeah. Let's maybe talk about this another time. Shall we, Kay? Oh, okay.
Oh, hey there, pal. Why the long face, huh? Ever think you ought to maybe lighten up a little?
Did you take on any passengers here this morning?
Does a witch wear a pointy hat? You bet I just the one fare, mind you.
And who was the passenger?
It was two guys, had on these black suits, real sharp looking.
Did they have a boy with them? This boy?
Nah, like I said, it was just the two of them.
Alright, never mind. Thank you for your help. Thought we might, be onto something there. But no luck. They took a taxi from the big building. They didn't have a child with them. Shaun was probably in the case.
Very good day to you, Prosecutor Edgeworth, sir.
Huh. I'm not a prosecutor anymore. But he doesn't need to know that, I guess. Good day to you too, officer. Can I ask you why you've been posted here?
Me? Oh, I'm just keeping my eye on things.
Excellent. Then perhaps you can tell me if any vehicles have come in or out of here this morning.
No, except the taxi and that blue truck over there, sir.
Only 2 vehicles have come in or out. That could be useful to know. Only taxi and blue truck have been through the plaza this morning. Shaun! Shaun! You in there? No sign of him either. Reminds me of heavy rain. Shaun! Kind of thought that basket on the back of the truck there looked suspicious. She's not wrong. It does. Huh. What are you doing, Mr. Edgeworth? Why are you touching the truck? The engine's cold, which means it's been here for a while. No way, you could tell this from that? And if it's been parked here for a while, I guess the driver might not be nearby either. We don't really have time to stand around waiting until they get back. Parked in front of the big building, driver is nowhere to be found. Where would Shaun have been sitting?
Shaun! Oh, that's his seat with the backpack on it.
There's something poking out of it. A videotape.
Huh? We use those when we're shooting. Why would Shaun have one?
Was there something he wanted to record? This could be a clue. Do you have a way for us to check what's on the tape?
Sure! There's a couple of monitors, set up right over there. Alright, hitting play.
It's Shaun. Is he rehearsing his lines? The footprint is there. Shaun was there on his own, running his lines. There's a clearly visible footprint right there, which means this must be from last night.
Yeah, he does this sometimes. When he's not happy with a scene, he borrows the equipment and goes over it on his own time.
Wow, he's really dedicated, huh?
Sure is. He may be young, but he takes his craft seriously. You gotta admire it. Well, that part of it at least. The using the kit without asking Bart, not so much.
And he would have been able to use the equipment on his own.
Sure, if all he wanted to do was shoot something pretty basic.
Huh? What is it, Kay? Where did Shaun go? He ran off somewhere, and just left the camera running. It stopped. I guess he ran out of tape. So that's all that's on there, Shaun's rehearsal. Filmed yesterday evening, shows Shaun rehearsing by a monster footprint. It's midday already. You think Judge Gavel and the others are doing okay? I'm not sure. How long is it realistically possible to drag out proceedings, I wonder? We have to find Shaun. Indeed we do. Oh heck, not like that, dang it. Oh, Lotta. It's Lotta and Tabby. Tabby got out of jail? How do you think we're gonna get a scoop like that? Sorry, Chief, my bad. How many times I gotta say it? We're scoop fiends, wild critters that survive on scoops and scoops alone. Every second we ain't scooping, we're starving. It's scoop or die out here. Yes, Chief. Well, look who it is. Although I can't help but wish it wasn't. When did those two get here? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. We should go talk to them. Should we? Ugh, fine. Tabby Lloyd. Miss Lloyd calls you Chief, doesn't she? Sure does, because that's exactly what I am. She's my #1 cub reporter. Seems my unique brand of shutter bugging caught her eye, so she came to me to learn a trade. She may be a scribbler, not a snapper, but the both of us are hungry for a scoop 24/7. And besides, who doesn't want to be called Chief, right? Miss Hart's pictures were what drew Miss Lloyd to her. I suppose it's no surprise this particular chief attracted an apprentice with such unique tastes. Sure, she didn't come, score no big stories just yet, but she's hungry. Boy, is she. Hungrier than me, even. And she wants a Rhinoceros exclusive, battering a coyote wants chicken. She's been turning this place upside down all day looking for leads. She has. Maybe she knows something about the kidnapping. I think we should ask her, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? Agreed. We need all the help we can get to find Shaun. And I can think of one piece of evidence that might encourage her to tell us what we need to know. Your scoop. So, now that the story of the underground auction is in the bag, what's next? Come on, as if even if you ask. Rhinoceros, that's what. Trade done, dripped them right in my dang lap. Snuck in upstairs to cover the auction. And then he shows up right on the doorstep and stomps big old footprints everywhere for good measure. And do you have a particular news outlet in mind for this big scoop? Ah, does a bear do its business in the woods? I got me 2 or 3 in mind. They'll be all over this like a rash. Heck, there's even one right here in the big building. Tabby and me, we're all in and out of there all the time. I mean, mostly on account of how fond they seem to be of me throwing us out on our ears, but still. It sounds like they're both more out than in. Well, Evade, my good friend Ruffles, good to see y'all again. And you, Miss Lloyd. But how come you're here, if you don't mind me asking? Miss Lloyd, the accusation of murder made against you is of course entirely groundless, but the fact remains that you were a willing participant in the staged assassination attempt. The police will no doubt wish to speak to you about the matter. You should be aware that you may well be punished for your actions. Well, they kinda dropped the whole case out of nowhere. Packed me up and shipped me home without so much as a slap on the wrist. Guess it was their way of saying, you keep up the good work, now. They did seem kinda keen to get me to never ever mention the whole thing ever again, though. Yes, because you weren't part of the official story of the attempt on the president's life, and they can't afford to have you getting in the way of that. But Mr. Edgeworth, telling Tabby not to talk is like trying to stop a dam from bursting with a piece of tape. Heh, not exactly the most delicate way of putting it. Wrote the whole thing, of course, every last detail plus a few of my own. Handed it into the paper, hopes all high and all. But nothing. Not a peep. Was somebody putting pressure on them? Or were the details you added a little too, gratuitous, perhaps? Both seem equally plausible, unfortunately. Reporting. What are you doing here at the big building? Are you reporting on something? Hey, maybe I didn't make this clear enough the first time we met. But you want a reporter to scratch your back, you gotta scratch hers first if you catch my meaning. You mean you want me to give you something you can use for an article? Bingo! And it better be good. Because it ain't, this conversation's over. We do need to know about what might have happened to Shaun. Perhaps I could show her a piece of evidence and see if she has anything to give me in return. The prosecutor delves in his pocket. After considerable fumbling, he reveals, sorry. You're gonna have to help me out here, Ruffles. Never mind. I guess she knows nothing about this. Okay. No, not this. What would a reporter be interested in? Does she have a bear trap on her back? She does. Okay, Miss Lloyd, this picture. Say no more, Ruffles. I already know what you're gonna ask. Huh? You do. You're looking for him, right? The kid. What? You just can't get out, from under the drama, huh? Wherever he goes, the bodies follow. Miles Edgeworth, trouble magnet. Pretty much sums you up, right? It is my reputation, really, so sordid. And now, you done got yourself wrapped up in a kidnapping. Too crazy. Huh? How do you know about that? Shh, pipe down, will ya? Can't be talking about this stuff, too loud. I ain't even told the chief about it. Gotta keep it on the download, okay? That ain't a cat I want out of the bag just yet. Seriously, how do you know about it? Surely Judge Gavel hasn't told anybody except us. I bet you'd just love to know, wouldn't you? wouldn't you? Well, you can't, it's a secret. She's as stubborn as ever, it seems. Hey, quit staring at me like that. I ain't share nothing with that thundercloud of a face. What she knows. So, you know something, right? Sure do. Truth is, I done saw it. Little kid being bundled up by two shady characters in black suits. And you didn't think to tell the police? What? Do you know where they went? Nope, don't got a clue. Well, you're definitely a good person. They was kind of far away when I spotted them. Lost sight pretty quick. Dang it. Still, at least we know something about our kidnappers now. Yes, 2 men in black. Okay, I think we have all the information we need. Men in black. According to Miss Lloyd, 2 men in black suits took Shaun away. They took a taxi from the big building. They didn't have a child with them. These 2 men are the same. So we've learned a little something about the kidnappers. Miss Lloyd saw 2 men taking Shaun away. And the taxi driver remembers giving 2 similar-looking men a ride. They must be the same people, right? I'd say it's a distinct possibility, yes. But there's only one thing that doesn't make sense. The taxi driver said specifically that 2 men didn't have a child with them. The 2 men who took Shaun got into the taxi without him. Oh yeah, that is weird. Stolen case. The 2 men who took Shaun away got into a taxi without him. I think he was in the case. Let's see if I'm right on this. I am. Could it be that the kidnappers who stole the case? Wait, you mean... Yes. What if they put Shaun inside it? He's a little enough that he'd fit, I guess. So the reason the taxi driver didn't see him might be that he was loaded into the trunk as baggage. But why did they need to hide him? I imagine they might not have planned to originally. But they didn't count on there being a police presence here in the plaza. Right, that makes sense. They didn't want the officer on duty to see them going off with Shaun. So they took a rather drastic measure. That must be it. Alright, let's go see what the taxi driver can tell us. The 2 men you told us about, did they have any baggage with them?
Boy, did they. A giant case. Wasn't easy getting that thing in the trunk, I tell you.
That settles it. They must have been the kidnappers. Where did you take these 2 men, if you don't mind me asking?
Look, I can see this is important. How about I give you a ride there?
That's a great idea. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, thank you.
Hey, my pleasure, folks.
We better not charge for it. April 6, 12:57 p.m. Did he have to drive that fast? Feels kind of queasy. Are you okay, Mr. Edgeworth? You look a little green yourself. I'm fine. The driver said he took the men to the garage of this house right here. Which means that this must be where they brought the case. No way! Look at the name on the mailbox. The name? What? Excelcius Winner? This must be that chairman guy's house. What? Excelcius Winner ordered Shaun's kidnapping? Isn't he currently under arrest? Nice, the garage door is unlocked. You spotted that quickly. Although I guess I probably shouldn't be surprised. There's the green case. It smells of engine oil in here. I guess Winter, a senior, must be something of a motorhead. Anybody home? No, anybody? What are we, Kay? Common house thieves? You take that back. We're great thieves, and don't let me ever hear you say it different. Have some self-respect, Mr. Edgeworth. She didn't, like that at all. Anyway, it seems nobody's around, which hopefully means we're not at risk of being arrested. Don't let your guard down yet. We're only just getting started here. Now, let's find us some treasures. Are we supposed to be looking for Shaun? This case. I think we know what this is. Yes, this has to be it. The equipment case that Mr. Powers told us was stolen. They folded little Shaun up, packed him in there, and shipped him all the way here, huh? He's a boy, Kay, not a piece of equipment. And it's possible that he's still here. Then we better find him. My reputation as a great thief is riding on this, and yours is my replace as my assistant. Sure it is. Look, a treasure. These are mechanic's gloves. They're designed to be worn when fixing vehicles or working with machines. They're covered in oil. It looks like it must be from a machine, too. And strangely, dirt. An awful lot of dirt. I doubt they would have gotten like that for motorcycle maintenance. Ugh. I hate that, the guy, but I have to admit I like his gloves a lot. You think we can maybe come up with a good excuse to, borrow them? I was about to take them into evidence, but now I'm not so sure that's a good idea. Meant for motorcycle maintenance, but currently covered in dirt for some reason. No way, this bike is super cool. There's even a skull over the headlight. I suppose it's designed to that, so that the eyes light up when you turn it on. Really? Wow. I'll bet it's still nothing compared to when you get that steely glint in your eyes. My eyes don't actually light up, Kay. What's this stuff? Look at these huge bags of flour, Mr. Edgeworth. If we had some water in a rolling pin, we could make us some delicious fresh noodles. I like them nice and firm, don't you? You have to boil them just the right amount. That's not flour, Kay. It's cement. If you mix it with water, it'll become very, very firm indeed. Really? Wow. Cement noodles. Yeah, those would probably kind of stick in your throat, huh? Just a little, Kay. Just a little. There's a sledgehammer and a shovel, a bunch of other heavy-duty tools here. That thing makes Judge Gavel's hammer look puny. If I ever become a judge, I'm getting one like this. I wonder if that... Yeah, no, it's probably not the hammer from the murder, but... I doubt you make yourself very popular swinging one of those in a courtroom. Fisk, really? Fine. What if I swung that shovel around instead? Then it wouldn't be a courtroom, it would be a circus. Promise me, you won't do that. Kafoonk! Huh? There's somebody in the back there. Funk! Funk! Clef. Shaun. Is that you? Shaun, stay right there. We're coming. Huh? That's... Probably... Oh. What the hell? But, Mr. Winner? Who the hell... What? What? What's he doing here? Wait, this is Chairman Winner's house, right? Which means... Yes, it's Mr. Winner's home too, presumably. So how did he wind up like this? Untie him, Kay, quickly. A little expert roper, leave it to me. Alright, like this, and through here, and you're free. Are you okay, Eustace? He looks like he's been through hell. How did you come to be tied up down here? I don't know! You found me, why don't you tell me? Because we don't know, which is why we're asking. I'm not sure you're going to be able to get much out of him like this. No, in which case, there's only one thing for it. Wait, you mean... I hate to beat a man while he's down, but it might be the only way. Are you sure? Look, don't go too hard on him, okay? You might push him over the edge. Understood, I'll tread carefully, I promise. I know there's a trophy. When I look at the trophies, there's a trophy to say the worst possible thing to Eustace during his mind chess. I wonder if that's it. Though I can't promise I'll be very good at it. I've never held back against my opponents before, after all. I wonder what this really horrible thing that you can say to him is. The last time we saw him, he was running out of the courtroom. How did he wind up here? You don't understand! You don't know what it's like being me! Oh my god. He's been through a lot. It's going to be hard to know what might cause him to lose his control. In which case, I guess I may have to quietly listen to what he has to say. Why? Why me? Why am I always the last one to know? The butt of every joke. He clearly has questions. I'll have to do my best to try and answer them. But he's also clearly in no fit state for this. I'll need to try and finish this quickly. I should figure out what he needs to hear and try to calm him down. You're a total failure of a human being. Oh, that's gotta be it. Oh, that's gotta be. I've noticed something over the short time we've known one another, Eustace. You're utterly worthless. Don't you think you should just start over? Try to learn to be a decent human being from scratch? What? You? What? Calm down. I'm not done yet. I don't care. I don't want to hear what you have to say. I don't want to hear what anybody has to say. I pushed him too far. That's the trophy. How could you, sir? Oh, you get a trophy for that and it fails. Why don't you just leave me alone? You think I'm gonna trust you? I don't trust anybody anymore. Curses. Oh my god, that trophy was... That's what the trophy was. Say the worst thing to Eustace. I can't give up just yet. I have to keep after him. You're an utterly worthless human being. Alright, once more until the breach. Tell me what's on your mind. Just take a deep breath and tell me what's on your mind, Eustace. No, I will not! Even if I did, it's not like you'd listen to me. Probably bide my time. What is this? Why aren't you shouting? Objection! You always shout objection! Bide my time. What? You're really going to listen to me? Learning the truth about your father can't have been easy. I can only sympathize. That wasn't the hard part. The hard part was losing everything I ever had in a single morning. Bide my time. Everything I thought I worked for, it was all a lie. Dad just made it happen. So to tell me, Edgeworth, what am I supposed to believe in now? You have to believe in yourself. You can lose faith in everything but yourself. That you have to believe in. But you don't have to do it alone. Experience I can't give you, but knowledge that I'm happy to offer. I had some time to think while I was tied up like that, and I realized something. I'm not cut out to be a prosecutor. I'm incompetent. I don't even know the right word. Bide my time. Why are you ignoring me? Is this some game of yours? Are you trying to make me feel even worse? No, calm down, please. Seems I chose the wrong moment to stay quiet. He's crying so much, it's making him hard to read. Is he sad? Angry? He cries either way, so it's impossible to tell. I'll just have to ignore his tears and concentrate on what he says. Okay. Bide my time.
Objection!
Okay. Bide my time again on this. His emotional state makes him very hard to read on the mind chess. You have to believe in yourself. I think you mean incompetent. That's what I'll probably say. I think the word you're looking for is incompetent. The thing is, that was kind of like a false statement because you didn't want to insult him. But judging one's own competence is notoriously difficult, so I need you to trust me on something. You're getting better at this, Eustace. Day by day, inch by inch, I swear it. Now I need to ask you for something. Will you help me out? Sure! What do you want to know? Well, first of all, thank you for calming down. Next, I want you to tell me about your kidnapping. I need you to be as detailed as possible, Eustace. Tell me everything you remember seeing and hearing. Who were you kidnapped by? Do you have any idea who your kidnappers might have been? No, of course I don't. If I did, I'd have told you already. I'll need a clue if I'm going to pursue this line of questioning any further. I should try another tack for now. Why were you taken to your own house? Why would somebody kidnap you only to take you back to your own home? Don't you think I want to know that too? I'm the victim here. What are you asking me for? How am I supposed to know? Bide my time. They locked me up in that box. then locked me up in here. I was scared, so scared. And did you happen to overhear anything your kidnappers might have said? I think one said, if you want to blame somebody, blame the guy who owns this house. The owner, Excelcius Winner. The owner of this house. That's your father, isn't it? It is. I guess it is, huh? Oh, I get it. The kidnappers were people who hated my dad. That's not it. At least not based on what else we know of the situation. But there was some kind of link between the kidnappers and Winner Sr. that could be a clue. Who were you kidnapped by? Do you have any idea who your kidnappers might have been? No, of course I don't. Fine. Did I have told you already? Time to deploy my clue. Your father was behind your kidnapping. Your captor wanted you easily at hand, and where you could be more convenient than one's own home. I hate to break it to you, Eustace, but the kidnapping was ordered by your father. What? You don't think he wanted me out of the way? That he was going to kill me? Of course not. What good would that have done him? His own son dead in the family garage, he would instantly have become the prime suspect. You're right! Okay, so why did he have me kidnapped? Well, it won't have been for a ransom, not his own son. That would make sense. So his motive for the kidnapping must have been something else. The trial! He didn't want him to go to the trial. This could be an important clue. What did the kidnappers want? Do you have any idea why somebody might have wanted to kidnap you? Well, what do you mean? Why does anyone want to kidnap anyone? For a ransom, right? Time to deploy my clue. That wasn't your father's motive. Why would somebody kidnap their own child if they were planning on demanding a ransom? Yeah, that is kind of weird. Did anything odd happen during the kidnapping? No, I just answered their stupid question, and then they grabbed me. What did they ask you? Their question, what did they ask you? Hey, stop glaring at me like that. What was it again? Oh yeah, they asked me for if I knew Gavel. Of course, things are starting to fall into place now. Your father, his goal wasn't to kidnap you. He was out to kidnap Judge Gavel's son, Shaun Fenn. Because he wanted to force her honor into declaring Warden Lagarde not guilty. Wait, Gavel is a son? It was also Lagarde would be found not guilty? I think you were mistaken for Shaun, and that's why you were kidnapped. What? You mean I went through all that by mistake? Wait, that kind of makes sense, yeah. That would explain the part where... Where what? Have you remembered something? No, it's nothing. Nothing. I'm useless. Meaningless. Just go, leave me alone. This isn't good. I think I pushed him as far as he can reasonably be pushed. I have to calm him down and get him to tell me what is it he just remembered. Judging by his fragile demeanor, I'd say he's still suffering considerably. I need to help him get back on his feet. What is it you remembered? You remembered something just now. What was it? I didn't remember anything. All I remember is... him! You mean your father. Him, you mean your father. No, I didn't mean to bring him up. I'm nothing compared to him. I'd never have made prosecutor if he didn't help me. I've been wanting to ask about that for some time. Why did you become a prosecutor? What do you mean? You think it too, don't you? That I wasn't meant to be one, that I'm not good enough. Bide my time. No, but I'm good enough, no. Just say something, will you? You chose this path. Why? You must have a reason. It's not like that. There's no big reason behind it. The reason is stupid and dumb and not important. I bet it is stupid and dumb. Bide my time. Like I said, it's stupid. It probably doesn't mean much to anybody except me. I've often felt much the same about my own reasons for becoming a prosecutor. Really? You have. But you're a real one. A good one. A success. Even my dad, the chairman of the committee, said so. You wanted your father's approval. You wanted your father's approval. I can well understand that. You can. I thought if I became the best prosecutor out there, he'd finally accept me for who I am. I just wanted to not be useless. You're not covering for your father in any way, are you? What? No, I won't cover for him ever again. I mean, why would I after what he's done? Because you hate your father. I won't let up. You realize that, don't you? Oh, hang on. Okay, wait, wrong one that I chose there. Okay, skip through this, okay. Oh, the timer is running out. Yep, not good. Okay, I got this. I'll just, yeah, it's just that timer goes down. Okay. I still got multiple chances, though. Okay. Okay, skip through this. We've seen this before. You wanted your father's approval. Bide my time. Why are you ignoring me? Is this some game of yours? You're trying to make me feel even worse? No, calm down, please. Okay. Okay, it will be the top one, then. You wanted your father's approval? Because you want to be of use to your father. You have a strong desire to be of use to him, so he'll approve of you. Is that fair to say? I mean, why can't I be? Just once in my stupid life. Why can't I make it better? Why can't I clean his name? It's clear his name. That's not possible. Ah, damn! It should have been. It's clear his name. That I should have done the correction. Yeah, this one is a bit hard because it just. I'll just have to wait till this one runs out and try this one more time here. So when he makes a grammar mistake, you have to correct him. That's the thing. When he makes a grammar mistake, because I thought that would insult him. That's why I didn't choose that one. But this is a pretty difficult mind chess here. Okay. Get back to this. I got it now, though. It's clear his name. There's nothing to clear because he's guilty. When he's like doing this, you have to choose an option. You can't bide your time. When he's doing that with his wand. You wanted to be of use to your father? Clear his name. It is impossible to clean a name, Eustace, but you can clear one. Huh? I never knew that. In your father's case, though, it's going to be hard. His crimes continue as your kidnapping shows. Knowing that, do you still think you can help him? But what else do I have to do? What else am I supposed to do? Why don't you be the better man, and rise above the father who made a fool of you? Stare him straight in the eyes, and stop him from committing any more crimes. Hey, you're right. I'll prove him wrong about me. I'll prove him wrong about everything. That seems to have calmed him down again. Now I just need to get him to tell me what happened to the evidence. Let's see if I can give him the courage he'll need. To stand up to his father. Where's the evidence from the case? Key piece of evidence from the guard trial failed to make it to the courtroom. As the prosecutor in charge, they were your responsibility. Did you misplace them somehow? No, that's not what happened. You haven't heard my side of the story. No, you'll listen to my side of the story. I don't want to hear excuses. Bide my time. Okay, let's see. I thought I was putting them in the safest place there was. But, oh, what did I do? What did I do? I don't need a clue if I'm going to pursue this line of questioning any further. I should try another tag for now. What connects Lagarde and your father? What's the connection between your father and Warden Lagarde? Sorry, I don't know much about that. You can't think of anything. Even the smallest morsel could be valuable clue. Oh, I think they maybe worked together once, and... What else do you remember? And? What is it? What else have you remembered? I think she got the job at the prison because my dad recommended her. Interesting. And did he have any particular reason to recommend her? I guess he thought she was good at her job. Unlike me. Me. Bide my time on that. I think they knew each other from back when he was the chief prosecutor. What was he like back then? Was he different at all? Oh, he was amazing. There wasn't a piece of evidence he didn't know, or a case file he hadn't read. An intimate knowledge of cases and the evidence pertaining to them, That could be an important clue. Where's the evidence from the case? Key pieces of evidence from the guard trial failed to make it to the courtroom. As prosecutor in charge, they were your responsibility. You misplaced them. No, that's not what happened. You haven't heard my side of the story. Bide my time. I thought I was putting them in the safest place there was. But oh, what did I do? What did I do? Seems he's drowning in his own self-doubt again. Guess I better send out a lifeboat and bring him in. You gave the evidence to your father. I think I know what you thought would be the safest place possible. With your father, isn't that correct? What? Ah! He told me it would all be safe with him. He said there was nowhere safer. Well, I'm afraid he betrayed your trust, and in the ugliest way possible. So he got rid of it? Why, Dad? What were you thinking? What, he wanted to mess with the trial. Your father wanted to obscure the truth in order to ensure that Warden Lagarde was declared innocent. There's no easy way to say this, Eustace. He used you. Oh! There's a chance that the evidence is still in Chairman Winter's possession. And we still don't know where Shaun is. We need to get back out there and find him. It's all my fault. What do I do now? I can't stand by watching him like this. He's had a brutal collision with a reality he never even knew existed. I should ask him what he means to do now. Perhaps I can even help him figure that out. There's no way around it. The road ahead will be a hard one. But maybe this is fate. And maybe my job is to point him in the right direction. What do you mean to do now? So, what now, Eustace? Well, first I'm going to give this stupid jacket back. I don't deserve to wear it. My dad always said that clothes make you a man, but I'm no man. I think it would suit me pretty nice. It's clothes make the man. It's clothes make the man, Eustace. It is! Thanks, Edgeworth. I'm learning a lot from you today. That's good to hear. Now about that jacket, why don't we make you into a prosecutor worthy of it? Alright, let's do it. Let's make it so nobody ever makes fun of me again. Although still make fun of you, don't get too excited. I'll bide my time. But how? How do I get there? Tell me, what do I need to do? I just don't know. I just don't know. I'll need a clue if I'm going to pursue this line of questioning any further. I should try another tag for now. Will you walk the same path as your father? Do you mean to be like your father? To continue to ignore the truth? Come on, give me a break, will you? Can't a guy just get a glass of human kindness when he needs one? You mean the milk of human kindness? Are you talking about the milk of human kindness? I'm afraid that's not quite how the phrase is used. Huh? It's not. Listen, talking with you like this, it's helpful for me too. There was a time where there were truths I didn't want to face up to either. But a good friend taught me the error of my ways. He's talking about Phoenix from the first game. That's nice, but I don't have anybody like that. I guess you don't know. I can be that person for you. If you could muster the courage to try to find your feet again, I'd be very happy to help. You would? But only if you really mean to try. I don't want to be like my dad. You want to be better than him, don't you? Yes, Eustace, I see it now. Will you continue to work as a prosecutor? Do you mean to continue working as a prosecutor, Eustace? I don't even want to think about that yet. After all, I only ever became one because of my dad. I probably shouldn't even think about carrying on, should I? Only you can answer that. The only person who can answer that question is you. Yeah. Only you can decide what path you choose to walk. Then, I don't want to stop being a prosecutor. If I give up now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life. I just know it. So he intends to see this through. I'll bear that in mind. He's told me he wishes to be better than his father, and that he wishes to remain a prosecutor. I'll take that to mean he wants to be a different kind of prosecutor than his father. That's the first important decision he's ever made for himself, and it tells us where he means to go next. What do you mean to do now? So, what now, Eustace? Well, first I'm going to give this stupid jacket back. I don't deserve to wear it. My dad always said that clothes make you a man, but I'm no man. It's clothes make the man. It's clothes make the man, Eustace. It is. Thanks, Edgeworth. I'm learning a lot from you today. That's good to hear. Now about the jacket, why don't we make you into a prosecutor worthy of it? Alright, let's do it. Let's make it so nobody ever makes fun of me again. Bide my time. But how? How do I get there? Tell me. What do I need to do? I just don't know. I just don't know. If only he remembered his own words from a few minutes ago. The decision he made should serve as a good guide as to what he should do next. You'll be a different kind of prosecutor. You want to remain a prosecutor, but walk a different path from your father, correct? It won't be easy. But that path, the path you have chosen, is that of the true prosecutor. And now that you have chosen it, when the time comes, you'll know exactly what to do. You're lucky. I myself still haven't quite decided what to do with my life. But you have. And it's a choice you made all on your own. Now all you have to do is believe in yourself. And in the path you've chosen. Wow! Mistaken for Shaun and kidnapped by his own father's underlings. and losing his belief in himself as a prosecutor after his father stole his evidence. He's been through so much in the span of a single day, more than I can imagine. Well, it took a little longer than I thought it would, but that's checkmate. No! 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 Wow, I don't think I've ever seen him move so fast. He's particularly speedy when it comes to running away from things, it seems. April 6th, 1:15 p.m., big building. Plaza. God, we don't have much time left. I think we better check in with Fender. He'll want an update on what we discovered. And we need to know what's going on over at the courthouse. But Eustace ran off, right? Isn't he supposed to be the prosecutor in charge? We're just updating Fender. Nothing else will change. Francisco will continue for the prosecution. Okay. Is that really alright, though? It's going to have to be. Like you say, Eustace, ran off. Look, I hate to be a stickler for the details, but let's go over this just one more time, shall we? No murder weapon means no conclusive proof, means no conviction. That's all there is to it.
Objection!
That makes no sense. The lack of a murder weapon doesn't prove your client's innocence. Don't make me come over there and whip it into you. Eek! Eddie, darling, how much longer is this going to take? It's almost as if you're trying to drag this out for as long as possible. Sorry, thieves. It's our friend, the prosecutor over there. She's stubborn as a freaking mule. Then give me a satisfactory explanation. Or I'll just have to keep whipping you until you can. Seriously, I've already taken more licks than I've had birthdays. Come on, Miles. What's taking so long? I'm happy to buy you some time and all, but I'm taking a beating here. Oops, sorry, G. This one's important. Mind if I take it? Fine. Fender. Malzarino, boy, am I ever glad to hear your voice. How are things on your end? We found Eustace. Sweet. And the knife and the chisel? Unfortunately, he entrusted both to his father's care. Which means that Chairman Winter is the only person who knows where they are. Chairman Winter? But why would he... We're not quite sure of the specifics just yet. But we do know that Chairman Winter and Warren Lagarde have some sort of connection they'd rather others didn't know about. Gotcha. Alright, guess the next move will be to get Excelcius Winter on the stand. Best to hear the deets from the proverbial horse's mouth, right? I'll keep looking for the missing evidence. And for Shaun. Well, shake a leg, will you, big guy? Can't keep this one from going to the judges much longer. We're a gnat's whisker from a verdict here. Understood. Wonder how long Judge Gavel's nerve can hold. This can't be easy for her. We need her to hurry. How are things over at the courtroom of Doom? They're going to call Chairman Winter to the stand. Who knows how that'll go for them. Yeah, he's already stooped to evidence stealing and kidnapping. What else is he capable of? Exactly. Perhaps we should look over any evidence we have relating to him just in case it might help. Good idea. Alright, leave it to me. Presenting a hot new piece of evidence fresh from the evidence oven. The gloves we found in his garage. Yes, I was thinking about those. Anything else? What about the case file from the IS-7 incident? Chairman Winter was involved in that, right? Yes. He helped suppress the evidence. It's probably a good idea to have the notes on hand. Case info to the incident from 18 years ago. IS-7 incident case file data jotted down in my organizer. Excellent. And do we have anything else? We sure do. Last but far from least, there's this. Your Yatagarazu pit. Okay. I asked for evidence related to Chairman Winter. Can you please try it and take this seriously? Says the guy who spends his life presenting people with evidence that has nothing to do with anything. Oh man, that's making fun of... That's a meme. That's making fun of the player for just showing random evidence to people. Oh, that's nothing to do with it. Ugh, that's different. Wait, that's Eustace. Huh? Hey, what are you doing here? Wah! Rude. He totally ignored me. What was he doing in the big building? I wonder. Let's go inside and see if we can figure out what he was up to. Yes, good idea. Huh? The hatch is wide open. Maybe Eustace opened it. Did Eustace really come down here? Mr. Edgeworth, look! The safe, it's open. I guess maybe he did come down here. We better take a closer look. There's some stuff left in the safe. I think we better take a look, don't you? The owner will just have to forgive our prying. Is it a document of some kind? Let's see. Yeah, a document. And there's a photo attached, too. This picture, it's of... Whoa, that's Mr. Knight, right? Name's Bronco Knight. I'm the president's personal bodyguard. Why is there a picture of him in here? And what's his paperwork about? I'm not sure. Let's take a closer look. You were right, darling. There's some sort of connection between Knight and Canis. As you know, we've been trying to find out who Canis plays his silly correspondence chess games with. Well, now we know. I'll be pulling Knight into my office for a thorough grilling tomorrow. And I'll make sure that Worm admits he's Canis' lackey if it's the last thing I do. So you do your bit too, and retrieve the package we laid to rest 12 years ago. I'm sure it's still right in front of the planter where we left it. Seems to be some sort of report on Knight. Yeah, and it must be from right around the time he was killed. We know that Knight was killed while being interrogated in the prison warden's office. I think we can safely assume that this document, was written by P.P. Lagarde, don't you? I'd say so. But who was it written for? Oh, I guess whoever owns the safe. And I'd say that's likely to be the auctioneer, Excelcius winner himself. Proof that they really did know each other. Indeed. And not only that, it proves another connection. Huh? Lagarde and Winter were trying to flush out Mr. Canis' henchman. Oh, you mean Body Harma Canis, right? The assassin guy with a soft spot for dogs. Yes, something links the three of them. Something they don't want anybody to know. But what? I don't know yet, but I suspect it has something to do with this case. A report from Warren Lagarde to Chairman Winter about the connection between Knight and Canis. Wait, there's something else in here we've seen before. There's something on his finger. Let's take a closer look, Mr. Edgeworth. That's Knight's ring. Yeah, it's a ring, an expensive-looking one. At that. Don't even think about it, Kay. What? I didn't say anything. Well, Mr. Knight. Your chess set and your ring are here, too. All your possessions in one place. So basically, the safe was full of evidence from the murder at the prison. It would seem so. Which means the missing knife and chisel might be here, too. Knife, chisel. Knife, chisel. No dice. There's nothing else here apart from Mr. Knight's stuff. Really? Curses. Knight. Maybe dead. Curse you, Edgeworth. Our game isn't over yet. But he left unfinished business behind him. I think we need to find out what it was. Pocket chest and a ring. Found the safe in the auction storeroom. Could I interest you in some cotton candy, perhaps? Oh, it's Shelly the Killer. I have ice cream too, but if I recall correctly, you weren't much of a fan. You! The Killer. It's wonderful to see you looking so well, Mr. Edgeworth. What are you doing here? It's just as I said, I'm selling cotton candy. Can I really not interest you in some? Parting Clouds, it's called? Very apt. Sweeter than death itself. And so delicious you'll feel you're parting the clouds en route to heaven. He's the last person on earth I'd accept candy from. I was hoping to ask you about my little message. You managed to figure it out yet? Congratulations, another case solved. Yet I can't truly say it's been fully resolved, can you? Have you been watching us this whole time? Watching you? No, I prefer to think I've been watching over you. The stand here really is the most marvelous little vantage point. How are the two things any different? And what does he want with us? The president's murder. Was that you? Oh no, my contract elapsed a little while ago. He was rather famous among us assassins, you know. The man no one could kill, notoriously stubborn, despite multiple attempts over the years. And it wasn't just his brawn that kept him safe. He used bodyguards, body doubles, you name it. Body doubles. It certainly wasn't his brawn that kept him safe. Sadly, this time his bodyguards were nowhere to be found. Body doubles. Could that explain how he didn't get off the roof? There was a double? And after Mr. Rook died to save him too.
As I said, it wasn't me. I do not kill without good reason, which is something else I have to be grateful to Mr. Rook for. Thanks to him, I avoided killing someone entirely unworthy of my attention.
Thanks to... What does that mean?
The person who hired me deliberately misled me as to the identity of my target. A betrayal of trust, for which I won't soon forgive them! That is why I'm currently doing all I can to track them down. And do you know what I think? I think you and I are looking for the same person.
Is he talking about whoever it was that killed the president? And who is this person, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, come now. Can't tell you that. It's against the rules. Revealing the identity of a client is out of the question. I'd hardly stay in business long if people couldn't trust me now, would I? But that doesn't mean there's anything to stop me from catching up with them in my free time.
And what are you going to do when you find them?
Why? Dish out a little justice for the betrayal I suffered, of course.
What? What are you saying? What's going to happen to them?
I think you can imagine.
Well, this hasn't exactly been a pleasant catch-up.
Ah, but I shouldn't leave you completely in the dark. There's something you ought to know. Our mutual friend, Body Harmer Canis, he escaped 3 days ago.
What? What? Oh, oh, great.
Three nights ago, to be precise, his cell was suddenly, simply, empty. Almost as if he knew I was coming to pay him a visit.
Wait, the killer went to visit Canis in prison? Does that mean he's the person the killer is looking for?
Now I better not take up any more of your time. We'll be seeing one another again soon, I'm sure. Let's both keep up the good work, shall we? We'll run our target to the ground in the end.
First the killer, now Canis. 2 assassins on the loose. What is going on here? Oh, that sound. Mr. Edgeworth, it's Judge Gavel's cell phone. Could it be Shaun? How's it going, Miles? Whoever it is using a voice changer. Who is this? It's your friend in the red raincoat, of course. Red raincoat? You're the one who abducted Kay. Bingo. Well figured out, Mr. Genius Prosecutor. I can't hear Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry. Where's the speakerphone button? I was as surprised as anybody when she lost her memory like that. Talk about a curveball. Hey, I'm standing right here, you know. But never mind all that. I called to talk about something else. Yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Truth is, I was the one who made Big Bad Chairman Winner kill, Little Miss Rosie Ringer. What? This must be the person who the killer was talking about. I also called to say thank you. I never want or need your thanks. Sure, but you deserve them anyway. Guess the penny didn't drop yet, huh? You're right, I abducted Kay as you put it, but why would I do that, That's right, because I needed you to help me make sure that Winner got caught. No. If Kay was a suspect, you'd have to look into it. And if you looked into it, you'd be sure to unmask him eventually. After all, you're a genius, right? Everything worked out exactly like I planned. Wow. Oh, but there's something else you should know. Something you didn't figure out yet. It wasn't Winner who kidnapped Judge Gavel's boy. You. How do you know about that? You and the good judge are more similar than you know. I think you might even be becoming friends. After all, she's visited you at the detention center, right? Seems pretty pally to me. How could they possibly know about that? She didn't even use her real name when she visited. She pretended to be Detective Gumshoe. Anyway, you want to know how I knew about the kidnapping? That's one... nice and simple at least. Because sweet, innocent little Shaun is here with me right now. What? No. Oh, sounds like that one was a real surprise. If only I could see your faces. Well, Kay, what do you say? Why don't you come and steal him back, just like you said you would? You wouldn't want the amazing Yadagarazu's first commission to be a failure, would you?
How does he know that she said that she wanted to steal Shaun back?
They even know about that? How can they possibly know so much? Oh, don't get the wrong idea about dear old Excelcius, by the way. Papa Winter's still a villain through and through. He wanted to kidnap Shaun. I just got there first.
So there were 2 kidnapping plots.
Oh, what a bunch of clowns. His goons kidnapped his own son by mistake. Is Shaun really there with you?
Prove it. Put him on the phone.
Oh, he's here, but I'm afraid I can't do that. He's sleeping. So sweet.
Then why should we believe you? You might not be the kidnapper at all.
Look, if you don't want to believe me, that's up to you.
What do you want? What's the endgame here? Are you just trying to get Lagarde acquitted?
Nope. I couldn't care less about whether they find her guilty or not.
So whoever it is, they're not after the same thing as Sharon Winter.
My endgame is going to have to stay a secret for now. Alright, nice talking to you. You kids have fun, okay?
Don't think for 1 second you'll get away with this.
Oh, don't worry. I'm counting on you at least trying to track me down. That'll be half the fun. Not that I rate your chances of bringing me to justice very highly.
Bank? What the?
Who was that? I wish I knew, but they didn't give us enough to figure that out. Deliberately, I imagine.
What? So we really have nothing to go on.
That's not fair. They sure knew a whole lot about us.
Indeed they did.
You're right. It was uncanny how much they seemed to know. How is it possible that they were party to so much that happened in private?
Right. They knew everything about the whole kidnapping situation, too. We need to figure out how. Where were they getting their information from?
Let's consider this carefully.
What were the things they knew?
You and the good judge are more similar than you know. I think you might even be becoming friends. After all, she visited you at the detention center, right? Seems pretty pally to me. He knew the judge visited him at the detention center. You wouldn't want the amazing Yadagarazu's first commission to be a failure, would you? They even know about that. Oh, sounds like that one was a real surprise. Ah, if only I could see your faces. That's it. Based on the specifics they mentioned, there's only one possible answer. I've got it, Kay. I know how they knew.
Huh? Really?
Whoever it was, they were listening in on us. Wait. The Yadagarazu pin. Edgeworth was given that back in prison. Listening in on us. They must have been able to hear us somehow. It's the only possible answer. What? Like they were eavesdropping on us. Think about what the kidnapper said. Oh, sounds like that one was a real surprise. If only I could see your faces. If only I could see your faces. That means they couldn't. So they weren't filming or following us. Okay, so what? They hid a bug somewhere? Let me take a look at the stuff in my bag. Where could they have concealed it? We need to go back to what they said again. Yes, they somehow knew about something they shouldn't have. Judge Gavel's impromptu visit and our conversation in the visitor's room. It's a Yadagarazu pin. That's what it is. The Yadagarazu pin that Kay has on her neck, that is the listening device. Because Edgeworth was given that back in prison. He was given that back, and he had it in the jail cell. So when Judge Gavel saw him, he had it. It's that... Judge Gavel. Please, Mr. Edgeworth. Take a seat. What evidence did I have on my person at that point? The bug must have been hidden here. The pin.
Take that!
Okay, can I take a closer look at your badge? The Yadagarazu pin? No, it's mine. Well, what? Seriously, Mr. Edgeworth, sure you're a great thief's assistant now, but that doesn't mean you get to wear the pin right away. You have to earn it. I don't want to wear it. I want to check it for bugs. Huh? This old thing? Let's take a look, shall we? Yeah, I knew it. Huh? Whoa! Heh, so I was right. The Yadagarazu pin that Kay's always wear. It was a bug hidden inside. How did you know? Whoever it was we're dealing with, they came into close contact with you recently. When they knocked me unconscious, you mean? Precisely. Which made me think the bug must be in one of your possessions. They also overheard my conversation with Judge Gavel when she visited me. Something that would have been impossible if I didn't have the bug on my person at the time. I get it. So you fought back over what they let you keep hold of when they locked you up. Yes, all the case evidence I was carrying had been confiscated. Meaning the only thing it could possibly have been was your pin. So they were listening to us this whole time, and they heard everything we said. I suspect so. Everything to do with this case and more. Wait, they're probably listening to what we're saying right now. They may well be, yes. Hey, jerkface! Kike! Eavesdropping coward, why don't you come out and show yourself? Huh? What was that sound? Ow, 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 ow! Ouch, dang it! Huh? Oh, look, it's Tabby. Y'all sure know how to surprise a girl. You guys shout that loud, within a word a warning. Made me jump halfway out of my skin. Tabby? Sorry. What's got you so ordinary, anyhow? Get a load of this, seriously? It'll make your blood boil. It will, huh? I'm all ears. I wonder if we might be better off keeping it to ourselves. Okay, assuming we don't want to be all over the front page of tomorrow's paper, that is. Oh, thanks. Nearly walked right into that. Aw, come on. Y'all no fun at all. I was counting on you opening up and spilling the beans all over, this here plaza. I better switch off the bug before I forget. The person in the red raincoat planted this inside Kei's Yatagarazu pin. So, did you find their kidnapped kitty? Is the mastermind Tabby? Is it really Tabby? Because you guys told me in the comments that whoever this is, I am never gonna suspect this person. That's what I've been reading comments. People have told me that I will never suspect this person, whoever it is. If this is Tabby, that would be extremely surprising. And when remember, she's got the earphones on, and she also has the recorder on. On top of that, she also had the red coat. You know how her clothes, go out like that. And on top of that, when Kei yelled into the bug, she fell because she was hearing it, she was listening it, and then the volume just turned up and it knocked her to the ground. And she was right at this location, so she would have been right next to Shaun. And on top of that, she said that she already knew about the kidnapping plot beforehand, that she claims to have seen it. What if she actually did it? Speaking of which, the child you saw being taken away. Was it the boy in this photograph? Huh? Nah, that ain't him. The kid I saw looked dumber and mud, even if he did have on some fancy school uniform. No prizes for guessing who she means, Eustace. So Miss Lloyd managed to confuse matters once again. I think we better take another look around. Back to square one. Hopefully we'll turn up some new information soon. There are only 20 minutes left until 2. Are we going to make it in time? Wait, Mr. Edgeworth, I just had a thought. It's about that phone call. There was a weird noise in the background, right? There was. Don't think for 1 second you'll get away with this. Oh, don't worry. I'm counting on you at least trying to track me down. That'll be half the fun. Not that I rate your chances of bringing me to justice particularly highly. A bang, yeah. Wait, she's right. We heard a loud bang right at the end. There was a loud bang in the background of the kidnapper's cell, exploding sound. Could that provide a hint as to the kidnapper's location? A loud bang you say, I see. Gah, will you stop eavesdropping? Boy, you never get any cuddlier, do you, Ruffles? I guess I'll need to speak with Miss Lloyd, too. Much as I don't want to. How about that? A little help from little old me, and y'all made a giant leap closer to solving the case. Remember that look at the outside of her clothing. Look at the outside. It's red. Remember that she can pull that over like the sweater, switch it out to be red. The answer was right in front of us the whole time. I think she's the mastermind. Closer, sure. If by closer you mean we wound up going after the completely wrong kidnap victim. She must have barely looked at the photo at all. Aw, really? And here I thought I'd given y'all the tip of the century. My bad. It's not your fault. It's ours for putting our trust in unreliable sources. We just have to learn not to do that again. Hey, that ain't nice. I don't give y'all no tips at all. You know, and I won't. Not if you're gonna be like that. Alright, fine. Maybe just this one. But only because I got a real scoop for y'all this time. A real scoop, huh? This should be good. Your scoop. Fine. I'm not expecting much, but you got my attention. What is this scoop of yours? Prove that's what? Prove that Tarasaras is real. Alright. Okay, we're leaving. Wait, I ain't lying, I swear. Sure, it's hard to believe, but it's true. We don't have time for this. But we also don't have much else to go on, I suppose. Proof? What kind of proof? Did you capture something on your tape recorder, perhaps? Oh, you're good, Ruffles. Sharper than a gosh dang tack. I captured the sound of that big ol' beastie breathing fire is what I captured. I was hoping for something a little better than that. Hey, don't make that face, dang it. I ain't lying. Listen for yourself and tell me it ain't true. Alright, ready? It's fire breathing time, dang nabbit. There, well. Kinda hard to tell over the shouting, but it could have been something breathing fire, maybe. I'm telling you this, Lloyd, did you see this fire breathing something with your own eyes? Well, not exactly with my eyes as such. Being as how I wasn't precisely close by when it happened, surely the real Tarasaras would be pretty hard to miss, no matter how far away you were standing. Well, see, I was far away, but also recording via what you might call non-standard means. Heh. Would you mind explaining what you mean by that? I really dug myself a hole here. Non-standard means. See, I could have rigged me up a little wireless intercept, hoping to do a little scoop detecting. Wireless intercept. I'm getting more and more suspicious of her. That's so sad. Poor insect. Not an insect, Kay. An intercept. She was listening out for radio signals. It would have allowed her to listen in on any nearby transmissions. Me and the chief, been down here at the big building, sniffing around these last couple of days. Looking into Miss Hart's tip about the underground auction, I assume. Which would mean that you've been listening in on all the radio signals in the area, too. Sure have. Which is how I wound up hearing the most thunderous, ear-spinning noise you ever did hear. The pounding of feet, the electricity in the air. This was it, Tarasaras, at last. You made up everything except the roaring sound, didn't you? The long and short of it is that you didn't actually see anything, correct? Hey, I don't need to see things. I'm a writer here. Anyhow, I kept listening till down the line comes. Your pal, there's boys hollering fit to beat the band. Eavesdropping coward, why don't you come out and show yourself? And again, remember, Tabby was charged in that first case. And if she had a connection to Chairman Winter would have actually, could have dismissed the charges for her. That's how she's out. How was that sound? Maybe I'm thinking too much into it. Heh, our apologies for that. I'm sure Kay didn't mean to bow you over with her little outburst. I assume it was as shocking as it was because you didn't hear it directly. It came through your headphones while you were listening to the signal from the bug, didn't it? Maybe I'm going a little too much conspiracy. Maybe Tabby isn't the mastermind, but still, you know, I'm just starting to suspect everyone, because I'm getting really suspicious who this mastermind is. What? Are you saying she planted it? Hey, come on now, I ain't got no buggin', just a little light-headed intercepting is all. Would you mind if we borrow that tape of what you recorded, Miss Lloyd? Ah, do what you danged well, please. A recording of signals that were intercepted from the bug that was planted in Kay's pin. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth! Mr. Saint, Miss Berry. How's the search going? Did you find him? Not yet, poor Shaun. Shaun? Oh, nothing. Just a slip of the tongue. I guess they still don't know about the kidnapping. We did manage to find Eustace, yes. You did? That's great! Thanks so much! Now maybe they won't arrest me again! What's going on with Gumshoe? Stop, Gummy. Why are you running away from us? Detective Gumshoe.
When you gave up your badge, sir, I didn't know what to do with myself.
You stay right there where you are, Detective.
So I thought, if you weren't gonna be a prosecutor anymore, then maybe I shouldn't be a detective either. But I was wrong. Even if you're not around, I'll always be a detective. My job will always be to investigate crimes. And us detectives don't just investigate when prosecutors ask us to. We have to be able to look into stuff ourselves, too.
Is that what you were doing just now? And back then, too. You should thank your former subordinate for what I'm about to share. His desperation helped Kay Faraday. He gave me a valuable piece of information. Detective Gumshoe did that. So Rosie Ringer's autopsy report.
When I went down to the detention center to see how Kay was doing,
When you get to my level, you don't uncover the truth, you make it little by little. Kay Faraday, murderer, that's the truth. The truth I created. Her. Yes, my boy, that's what I'd like to see.
You overheard that?
Yeah, so I went back and looked over the evidence. Dug out a little something I thought might help.
No way, Gummy. You're the best. I'll be in prison right now if it wasn't for you.
My pleasure, kid. Good to see you still got your memory back, by the way. Thanks. So anyway, like I said, I'm investigating stuff for myself these days, and that's that.
Wait, Gummy, don't run off again. We get it. You can look into stuff for yourself now. That's great. And it helped me, right, when I needed it the most. But right now, we need you to work with us. I'm no longer a prosecutor, or indeed as anything, but we're investigating a case regardless. And I asked you, this not as a prosecutor, but as a friend. Detective Gumshoe, will you help us?
Oh, stop it, sir. You're killing me here.
Come on, Gummy.
Alright, I'll do it.
I love how Gumshoe's theme starts playing.
Just stop bowing and being nice to me, okay? It's weird.
Gummy. Thank you, Detective.
So, what do you need?
What you've been up to. Can you tell us what you've discovered in the course of your investigations, Detective?
Yes, sir. Sure I can. Alright, so I got 3 big things to tell you. Here goes. Number 1. I've got some results for you from when forensics looked at case closed. They found traces of what looked to be a powerful sedative. Brand was a 3Z's.
I guess that's what she was drugged with at the Board Lake. Before she was taken to the roof of the big building.
Sure seems that way. Now for number 2. I got hold of all the footage from that security camera in front of the big building's elevator.
The camera captured President Wang and Judge Gavel that night. The elevator is usually the only way of getting up onto the roof, correct? And therefore anyone using it should have been caught on camera.
That's right, so winding the tape back to 2 nights ago, we should have been able to see Kay being carried up there while she was out cold.
And did you spot me, Gummy?
I watched it all and fast forward everything from 2 days till the end.
Yes, and?
Nothing. No sign of Kay anywhere.
Thought it was too good to be true. So how did the kidnappers get her up there? I think we'll need to look into that in a little more detail. And the last item on your list.
Yes, sir, this is the big one. The third thing I have to tell you is, it's great to be working with you again. I'll help you catch this perp if it's the last thing I do, and that wraps it up.
Heh, I put you through a lot, Detective. But that doesn't mean I can't start going easy on you. That's the big one, as you put it. It doesn't even have anything to do with the case. I would have preferred something of practical use.
Oof. No mercy, huh? Guess I shouldn't have expected any less. Thanks, Mr. Edgeworth.
Help with the search. A boy has been kidnapped. We need your help to find him.
Kidnapped?
Yes, his name is Shaun Fenn.
Oh wait, the kid with the horns.
You know him.
I saw him earlier today.
You mean this morning?
Yeah, he got off the bus over there, and then he walked off towards the garbage disposal area.
Where's that?
Just over there. It's where all the offices in the big building put their trash before it gets taken away. Where he went after that, I couldn't tell you. I had to leave right around then.
I think we better take a closer look at this garbage disposal area. You're amazing, Mr. Edgeworth! How did you find Prosecutor Winter? With some serious investigative magic, that's how. It was pure luck, actually, but never mind. The search for Eustace. You didn't even need our help, huh? That's not true. Thanks so much for joining in the search. Where did you look, by the way? Oh, this place a little way away called Sunshine Coliseum. Do you know it? Sunshine Coliseum. That's over by the harbor. Oh, that place, yeah. There was a whole bunch of people there for a big event. We thought, it might be worth a look. That's where the murder in Apollo Justice happens. It's the third case in the first Apollo Justice game. You mean like a festival? Oh, that sounds fun. Wish I could have gone and checked it out. Oh yeah, it was super fun. There was food stands and fireworks. Simeon didn't like the crowds much, but... Hey, you don't have to tell them that. Alright, it's decided. When this case is finally over, we're all going to the festival together. There's a festival of food stands and fireworks at Sunshine Coliseum. Fireworks. That's the bank. The circus show. It's kind of lucky you found Prosecutor Winter so quickly. Lucky? In what way? We have to go practice soon for the show. We wouldn't have been able to help you for much longer anyway. I see. I'm sorry to have kept you away from your duties at the circus. Oh no, it's nothing to worry about, really. We were glad to help. I'll do anything if it helps make sure they don't arrest me again. You really helped me out by finding him. I'm so relieved. Of course, just because they found him, that doesn't mean they'll find Warren Lagarde guilty. What? You mean they might still throw me back in jail? No, I can't go back, I can't. Come on, Kay. Do you really have to torment the poor boy? I wonder if he has something more to do with this case, because I'm starting not to trust people now. I'm having trust issues. Me and all my friends went out looking. But you beat us to it, no fair. I remember you guys kept telling me in the comments I'll never be able to figure out who the mastermind is early, but I'm just speculating who it could possibly be. The very big circus. I think, I think the biggest twist in the entire Ace Attorney series, the biggest twist, the one that shocked me the most, like, it shocked me just so much, I think was the fact that Detective Fulbright was, spoiler for Apollo Justice, but that Detective Fulbright was, actually dead, and that the guy who was actually, pretending to be him was an imposter all those years. Today's the first public performance of your new show, correct? Yup, it sure is. We practiced so hard for this one. So Mr. Saint will also be performing too. Of course, he practiced harder than anybody, even if he did spend the whole time saying, no. He even went up to the balloon to spread the word from the sky. So you have to come and see him perform, okay? It'll mean so much to him. Of course, assuming we can solve this case before then. The circus animals. Did you say that you enlisted the help of the animals in your search? Yup! And if it had been a Xeon Regent, we might have found something. But Simeon, the big scaredy cat, was all no, and put a stop to it. So boring. Huh. Hey, if it wasn't for Mr. Saint, the whole town would probably be in uproar right now. Aw, come on, Simeon, why would you do that? Setting the whole circus loose on the city would have been super fun. Oh, I'm sorry. To you, to Mr. Edgeworth, sorry. Why are you apologizing to me? I'm the one person who didn't say anything. Okay, let's go here. So Shaun walked off in this direction, huh? It would seem so, yes. Perhaps we'll find some clues here as to his current whereabouts. I must scour the area and inspect anything that catches my attention. What's this milk? Wasn't Shaun drinking this? This milk carton. That's the same brand Shaun drinks. Something happened to him here. I'm almost certain of it. So they keep it locked up tight, huh? I guess they don't want non-residents disposing of their trash here. Garbage collected daily at 11. The trash is collected at 11 AM. I guess that's why the enclosure is empty. There was a ton of stuff here earlier, big stuff too. Today must be the day that they take the big stuff away.
Yeah, sure looked that way.
I'll bet the big squisher machine squished it all up good anyhow. They don't do that with the larger items. They just take them away as they are.
They do, huh? How do you even know that, sir?
Wait, Mr. Fenner's pretty keen for you to join him, right? I'll bet he sent you some kind of pamphlet on how to throw your stuff away for when you move office. You're spookily insightful sometimes, Kay, but only sometimes. Based on what we've seen and what Detective Gumshoe told us, I think there's a strong possibility that Shaun was abducted from this garbage disposal area. Yeah, it's kind of out of the way of prying eyes, huh? But why would Shaun even come here in the first place? I imagine he must have had something to dispose of. But the truck's already come and gone. Guess we'll never know what that something was now. It's totally empty. Yes, because the garbage was just collected. You think? Or did somebody steal it all? I smell a crime here, Mr. Edgeworth. I certainly smell something as well, but it is really the scent of a crime. Okay, time to figure this out now.
Well, if it ain't my two newest pals, more trouble?
Hop in, thank you, but we don't need to go anywhere right now.
Oh, you don't gotta say nothing, buddy. I can see it written all over your face. You gotta go, make a fresh start, am I right? New to town, new house, new everything. Tops of your tail, wise guys even, it don't matter. Just rip it all up and start again. Come on, hop in. Your new life starts right here. Just be sure to tip generously now.
I'm starting to wonder why we weren't more suspicious of him the first time. Okay. Exploding sound. There was a loud bang in the background of the kidnapper's cell. There's a festival of food stands and fireworks at Sunshine Coliseum. Mr. Saint, you mentioned fireworks before.
Huh? Fireworks?
Yeah, at the event at the Coliseum. Were they setting them off even during daylight hours?
Oh yeah! A bunch went off while we were there.
What are you thinking, Mr. Edgeworth? The loud bang we heard. What if that was firework?
Huh?
Don't think for 1 second you'll get away with this. Oh, don't worry. I'm counting on you at least trying to track me down. That'll be half the fun. Not that I rate your chances of bringing me to justice particularly highly. Bang. For the bang to be clearly audible over the telephone, it must have been pretty loud. Which means fireworks, which means the Coliseum. So the kidnapper was near there, right? From the fireworks heard on the phone call, it can be deduced that the kidnapper was near Sunshine Coliseum. But how near? If the fireworks were that loud, you could probably hear them from pretty far away. Yes, the area we need to search would be too broad to even consider doing it ourselves. But if the police were to lend a hand... Only a taxi and a blue truck have been through this morning. Only 2 vehicles came through here this morning, a taxi and a blue truck. And Eustace was taken away in a taxi. Right. Well, it seems that Shaun was likely abducted from the garbage disposal area. Now, the garbage was collected at 11 a.m.
Oh! I get it! Now we know what kind of truck it was!
Indeed. It must have been the garbage truck. But the police officer who told us about it didn't describe it as such. He only mentioned the fact that it was blue. Heh, some cop he was. How did he not even notice it was one of those cool trash, squishing machines? Because it wasn't. Today isn't a regular garbage day. It's the day they collect larger items, for which they wouldn't use a specialized garbage truck. There's a regular truck like any other. But it was a garbage truck, nonetheless. And where do garbage trucks go? Dump.
To the dump, right?
Wait a second. So you're saying the kidnapper disguised himself as a trash collector? But then the truck would probably have been fake too, right? So maybe it didn't go to the dump. No, I'm reasonably sure the garbage truck was real. Yeah? How do you figure that? Another look at the garbage disposal area should tell us. What tells us that the garbage truck must have been real? Nothing here.
Take that!
Wait. You're saying that there's something important there? Yes, proof that the garbage truck was real. You don't know. Ah, damn.
Take that!
No, it's gonna be the lock then.
Take that!
The garbage disposal area is kept locked. Oh yeah, so only a real garbage collector and a real garbage truck could have opened it. Precisely, the garbage truck can't have been a fake. Perhaps whoever abducted Shaun put him in a large cardboard box that they'd prepared for the job. Now mix that in amongst all the other oversized items, and the garbage collector would have taken it away no questions asked. Exactly, allowing the kidnapper to await the truck's arrival at the garbage processing facility. They could then claim to have thrown the box away by mistake and collect it without incident. Alright, so where do they take the garbage after it leaves here? Let's see. Looks like we have two possibilities. But which of the garbage processing facilities was Shaun taken to? Shaun was probably taken to one of the two garbage processing facilities, but which one? Have we found anything that might serve as a clue? Near the Coliseum. From the fireworks heard on the phone call, it can be deduced that the kidnapper was near the Coliseum. Garbage facilities. Shaun was probably taken to one of the two garbage facilities, but which one? The one near the Coliseum. So based on the loud bang we heard on the phone call, we know that the kidnapper was somewhere in the vicinity of Sunshine Coliseum. And one of the garbage facilities is right by there too. Daybreak Dump. I think it'll likely that's where Shaun was taken. Which means the kidnapper must be holding him somewhere near there. Detective Gumshoe.
Yes, sir.
Could I ask you and your men to search the area around the garbage facility?
It's not like you to ask, sir. Feels a little flat if I'm being totally honest. Why don't you give me a good old-fashioned order, huh? Like you used to.
You don't mind, even though I'm not a prosecutor anymore.
I thought I told you already. A detective investigates for himself, not just for prosecutors.
Thank you. Mr. Edgeworth, we're almost out of time. You're right. We need to hurry. I doubt Judge Gavel and the others can hold out much longer. I'm counting on you, Detective Gumshoe.
I won't let you down, sir. It won't be an official search, but I'll put my best guys on it. You can count on that.
I'm coming too, Gummy. I promise I'd snatch Shaun from the jaws of danger, and that's what I'm going to do. I'll head back to the courthouse. Who knows? I may be able to drag proceedings out just a little longer. Alright, with me, everybody. Even in the depths of night. God, it's already striking 2. There isn't a moment to lose.
Yes, sir.
But I didn't finish. When no other bird dares to take flight. Huh. Oh, back in court now, here. Okay. April 6th. This part's a really long part. April 6th, 2:16 p.m. District Court. Courtroom number 3. Oh, they brought Chairman Winter to the stand.
Well, if it isn't our old friend, ex-prosecutor Edgeworth.
Hello, dear boy. Excelcius Winter. The accused will turn and face the prosecution. I'm not done with you yet.
I already told you, Francisco. It doesn't make sense. Why would I help her? I feel for her, of course. A woman in her prime sent to prison. It's enough to make a grown man cry. What's to suppress evidence in order to keep her out of a jail cell? No, that's preposterous.
Objection!
But we have a statement from your own son. He says he entrusts the evidence to your care.
I'm afraid I don't know what he's talking about. Or why he'd say such a thing. I don't know what's gotten into him lately.
Yeah, he wouldn't be allowed to have a lighter. If he was arrested, he would not be allowed to have a lighter.
Objection!
What if I could prove that you and Warden Lagarde are much more closely associated than you claim?
I'm sorry, proof? I think we've been over this, dear boy. You're an ex-prosecutor, remember? Are you even allowed in this part of the courtroom anymore?
Miles Edgeworth, I'm the one prosecuting this case. What are you thinking barging in like this? I'm sorry, Francisco, but it's important. May I speak on behalf of the prosecution just briefly? What are you doing? Judge Gavel, I come before the court with important new evidence. I ask that you allow me to present it.
Oh, have you lost your mind, dear boy? There's no way this can be allowed.
Objection!
Well, the defense hopes you let him, G. Just saying. What's the thinking over on the prosecution side there, friend Dango? Friend Dango. Fine. The prosecution has no objections.
Objection!
Your objections are neither here nor there. This isn't a democracy. It's a courtroom. And this is flagrant contempt. Isn't that right, Verity?
No, as long as Shaun's still missing. She'll feel she has no choice but to go along with whatever Winner wants. If only there was some way of telling her he might be found at any moment. Judge Gavel, I would ask only this, that you trust in me, and in my assistant just this once. Speaking of which, where's Kay Faraday? She's currently searching for the most important piece of evidence of all.
Objection!
Nonsense! There's no more evidence to be found. You're just stalling for time.
Objection!
The most important piece of evidence of all, eh? AG, I don't know what this evidence is, but maybe we should trust in Miles' little pal. What do you say? I mean, say little pal, but she's way more important than that. She's the one and only great thief Yadagarazu. It seems Fender has sensed what I'm getting at least. Judge Gavel, the evidence I'm talking about, we're almost certain we know where it is. Kay is only moments away from snatching it from the jaws of danger. Very well. This is highly irregular, but I will allow it. You have my thanks.
Have you all gone completely mad?
You said you had important new evidence. Evidence of what exactly? Just what I said. That Warden Lagarde and Chairman Winner are far better acquainted than he claims. Allow me to present it to you. What proves the link between Excelcius Winner and Fifi Lagarde? A recording of signals that were, intercepted from the bug that was placed in K's, thing. Bug. The person in the red ring planet is inside K's Yadagarazu pin? No. A pocket chest found in this... No, You're right, darling. This. A report from Warden Lagarde to Chairman Winner about the connection between Knight and Canis. Yeah, this is it. Let's read it again. You were right, darling. There's some sort of connection between Knight and Canis. As you know, we've been trying to find out who Canis plays his silly correspondent chess games with. Well, now we know. I'll be pulling Knight into my office for a thorough grilling tomorrow, and I'll make sure that Worm admits he's Canis' lackey, if it's the last thing I do. So you do your bit too, and retrieve the package we laid to rest 12 years ago. I'm sure it's still right in front of the planter where we left it.
Take that!
This document is a report regarding the interrogation of a certain someone. Oh yeah, and who might that be? The late Mr. Bronco Knight. And the interrogation was to be carried out by none other than Warden Lagarde. Wait, is that the interrogation where... Yes, where Knight was killed. This document shows Warden Lagarde planning the interrogation in which Mr. Knight was murdered. This is indeed important evidence. Miles Edgeworth, you referred to the document in question as a report. Would you care to elaborate? To whom was this report addressed? A very good question, Miss Von Karma. And the answer is the most important new revelation of all. We recovered this document from a safe in the storeroom on the 51st floor of the big building. That's the storeroom where the lots for the underground auction were kept. It is. An auction, if you recall, that was presided over by one Excelcius Winner. Oh, what's he gonna say now? And that is to whom the report in question was addressed. Do you still mean to insist that you and Warden Lagarde barely knew one another?
I'll refrain from commenting on that matter for the moment, if you don't mind.
What?
I don't believe it's been conclusively proven that I was the auctioneer, yet has it?
Have you forgotten the events of this morning already? I think I've proved the fact that more than adequately.
I'll admit defeat in that particular arena, yes. But that was not the courtroom. Can you prove the same thing here, my boy? That I was the ringleader, did you call it? If you can't, then well, you certainly can't prove that the report was addressed to me.
You won't wriggle your way out of this one.
So unfair. Tell him, Verity, please. I'm not being slippery at all. I'm being entirely reasonable, what you say. Unlike you, when you permitted Mr. Edgeworth this bizarre interlude, that was most unlike you. It's saddening, truly it is, to see you failing in your sacred duty to law. Almost saddening enough to make me want to take drastic measures.
You're right, of course. Until a fact has been adequately proven in the courtroom, it cannot truly be considered a fact. I'm afraid I have no choice but to ask that Mr. Edgeworth's theory be struck from the record.
Ah,
It's no good. She has to know for certain that Shaun is safe.
I'm sorry, my boy, but what counts as truth out in the field and in the courtroom are two different things.
And you're more than willing to bend the truth in the courtroom, is that what you're saying?
Oh, you're a scurrilous soul. I'll do no such thing. I'll simply accept the court's verdict as the truth. Should it choose to acquit me, as should you.
If we can't find that missing evidence, we're in trouble here.
Well, Verity, I think we've heard about all we need to, don't you? There's no way that evidence is turning up. Ever. Quick, not guilty, and we can all go home.
Objection!
That's Eustace. Who said that? Dad!
Eustace. What are you doing here?
Mr. Winter, what is the meaning of this? He probably has the knife. And where have you been? You can't just abandon your duties like that. I'm sorry. You aren't fit to be a prosecutor, a complete and utter disgrace.
Why, Eustace? Why can't you not get it into your head? This is no place for an incompetent fool like you!
Dad, That's one of the first few times you seem confident. I brought some vital evidence. So can I please, take my place at the prosecutor's bench, pretty please? Well, Eustace. This is certainly a surprise and interesting, too.
Objection!
Oh, Eustace, my boy. What's gotten into you? There's something different about you. What's going on?
Dad,
Come on, my boy. Spit it out. What is it? You want Daddy to play catch with you? That's it, isn't it? Alright. Why don't you run along home and I'll be with you soon.
Get back on the stand right now!
What's gotten into you, child? You're shaking like a leaf.
Objection!
Judge Gavel, the prosecutor in charge has arrived along with important new evidence. This trial is far from over. Surely you can't, call an end to the proceedings just yet. No objections from Team Defense. Only wish we could have our original team captain say that herself, though. The prosecution has no objections either.
You think this farce is going to continue? There's no chance of that. None at all. Isn't that right, Verity?
He still thinks he was successful in his bid to kidnap Shaun, but we know different. Sadly, as long as the boy remains missing, nothing changes. Judge Gavel's hands are still tied. That sound. That's her cell phone. Mine is also ringing. Whoa, I'm getting a call too. Everyone's getting a call right now.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Mr. Fender. We found Shaun.
We found Shaun!
We found Shaun. Detective, you did it. The most important piece of evidence of all, huh? That's some stellar work, your great thiefness. Yeah, thanks. We just thought you should, know right away. See y'all soon. Judge Gavel, it's for you. Hello, yes. Yes, I understand. I'm so glad you're safe. Be sure to thank everybody properly. You'll do that for me, won't you? Alright, be careful. I'll see you back at home. Yeah. Shaun probably is her adopted son, but, you know, the proceedings will continue. Oh, now she's back to her strict self. But yeah, Judge Gavel is 26 and Shaun is 13. That makes no sense. If Shaun was her son, she would have had to have Shaun when she was 13, so he's probably her adopted son then. That's probably the only thing I can think of. I feel a certain freedom returning to my hammer arm.
No, how? Is this some idiotic joke?
It is no such thing. The witness will return to the stand. and Mr. Winner will step up to the prosecutor's bench. Yes, ma'am. Eustace Winner. Yeah? I leave matters in your hands. Huh? Facing down your own father. This won't be easy. I'll be looking on with interest. Don't disappoint me. Very well. Is the prosecution ready to proceed? Mr. Winner, you mentioned some new evidence that you wish to present to the court. Yeah, so, the knife and the chisel. Whoa, you tracked down the missing murder majigs? Well, Mr. Winner, did you? About that. No, I couldn't find them. I searched everywhere, but I was too late. Too late. How so? I remembered something. I saw Dad in the garage this morning. He was carrying something wrapped in newspaper. Where are you going, Dad?
Oh, Eustace. I was, just on my way to throw out some trash.
And then I heard this tinkling sound. Tinkling, huh? Let me guess. The bell for Mr. Canis' chisel. You mean to tell the court that you believe the witness disposed of the evidence? I tried. I tried my best, but I was too late. I'm sorry. You said you looked everywhere. Everywhere where? Literally everywhere. I even went to the dump. I got down on my hands and knees and dug through the garbage. I figured that stuff had to be in there somewhere. Wait, that's Eustace. Hey, what are you doing here? What? Rude. He totally ignored me. So that's what he was doing. And he even went so far as to search the dump. But... all I found was this. And this is a little pungent for one thing. Yeah, and you're a little on the ripe side yourself, kiddo. I can smell you from here. What do you expect? And the knife. It's probably somewhere in among all that trash. But there was too much to go through on my own. Very well. The court will accept this item you have presented into evidence.
Oh, you really outdone yourself, Eustace. You never failed to disappoint, dear boy. You dug through rotting garbage with bare hands, and that's all you have to show for it? Ha! You drive me to tears. Really, you do.
Objection!
Might be a little soon to turn on the waterworks just yet, Dad. Let's take a closer look first.
If you wish to waste your time, be my guest.
Hey, Eustace Miles, do this devastatingly handsome old defense attorney a favor, will you? Hit this guy, full in the face with the truth. Seems Fender's on board. Good. Then let's see if we can't find an opening. Mr. Winner, could you show me the piece of evidence you found? Oh, sure! What is this? Let's open it up, shall we? We can only hope there's something of value inside. Could this be the bell that was on Mr. Canis' chisel? Perhaps there's some trace evidence that can prove that one way or the other. It's no good. Look at it. It's spotless. Well, Mr. Winner?
Do tell, was there anything interesting inside your little scrap of paper? Of course there wasn't. Why would there be? Why was it even accepted into evidence? It's literally a piece of trash. Sorry, gentlemen, but the truth hurts.
Were Eustace's efforts for nothing? It's true the bell may not be of much use to us as evidence. Nonetheless. Come on, Edgeworth. We can't give up yet. As calm and
collected as ever, I see, Miles. Unlike my poor idiot son there.
Are we to assume that the prosecution has nothing more to say on the matter? Very well.
Objection!
Not so fast, Gavel. We're not done yet. There's one thing we still haven't looked at properly.
Really, my boy? You want us to believe there's more? Desperation is never a good look, you know.
Seems Eustace isn't quite ready to give up just yet. And for once, I think we're both thinking the same thing. Namely, that we might not necessarily be dealing with a useless piece of trash. We can't know for sure without looking more closely, but if I'm right, we're talking about... the newspaper. The newspaper might have his fingerprints on it. I'm talking about the piece of newspaper the bell was wrapped in. Seems really we're thinking the same thing.
Oh, it's beautiful, really, is it, Sniffle? Tear-jerkingly so. Some might call it heroic optimism. Some might call it clutching at straws. But whatever one calls it, to put all one's faith in a worthless piece of garbage. That takes belief.
Heh, let's take a closer look and see if it's worthless as you say, shall we? Eustace, you'd be so kind. Are these finger marks? And look! It's covered in some sort of oil. From his gloves. It's from his gloves! Judge Gavel, I'd like to have this examined for fingerprints. Could I request that you call in somebody from forensics? Very well. Summon the technician right away. There's not going to be any fingerprints because he was wearing gloves.
I have the results, Your Honor. It's been confirmed that there are no finger marks.
Unfortunately,
It looks like they were made by somebody wearing gloves.
No!
Oh dear, well, that doesn't give you very much in the way of evidence, does it? But I suppose it makes sense if you think about it. After all, this was important evidence. And what kind of idiot would handle something like that without gloves on? Oh, that's right. The kind that would flail about desperately,
Like you, my boy, and the inside of his fingerprints, inside of his gloves are gonna have fingerprints. Wow, way to talk, to your kid, Super Dad.
I'm merely calling a spade, or in this case, idiot, idiot.
Worst father of the year.
Real winners know how to keep their emotions out of things. And take no pity on the weak and the foolish, including their own ineffective offspring.
Dad!
You spent the last who knows how long proclaiming yourself to be a prize-winning prosecutor. Well, thanks to my little pep talk this morning, you finally know exactly how those prizes were won. It was all thanks to me. Thanks to the power I wield. You've never stood on your own 2 feet. You've always been coddled. First by me, then by Verity.
Dad!
Oh, dry your garbage smiling tears.
Garbage smelling.
Not that its a stench doesn't suit you, even if it does make me turn up my nose in disgust.
Objection!
No, you're wrong.
I am, my boy. Wrong about what?
I'm not the one that smells, you are.
What did you say?
Yeah, you smell, and you don't even realize it. He smells of oil. You couldn't hide it even if you wanted to. Edgeworth, take a sniff right there, where the finger marks are. You want me to smell it? Is that oil? Yup, and I know where it came from. Wait, I know it from somewhere too. It smells of engine oil in here. I guess Winter Senior must be of something of a motorhead. That odor tells us something important. It tells us exactly who threw this piece of evidence away. But I guess my dad's right. I guess I'll never be a real winner. I'll never be able to keep my emotions out of things. And I'll never be able to stand up to him, no matter what he's done. Eustace. Be strong, Eustace. Remember what you told me. You said you were going to be different from your father. A different kind of prosecutor. And you are a prosecutor. We both are. That's why we're standing here in this courtroom. A prosecutor's highest responsibility is to the truth. To see that it comes to light no matter what. We expose crimes and we see that their perpetrators are punished. No matter who they may be. So if you truly mean to continue on as a prosecutor, you know what you have to do. I made you a promise. I said that if you could summon the courage to find your feet again, I'd help you. This isn't something you should have to do alone. I'm here. I'm right beside you. Thanks, Edgeworth. You're right. Those finger marks tie my dad to this crime. We just need to show everybody how. Oh, we're playing as Eustace in this part. Oh, the game actually switches to Eustace. This is the... Yeah, we're playing as Eustace. Right now. The gloves. Meant for motorcycle maintenance. This. Currently covered in dirt. For some reason. Yeah, this. These gloves. This is it.
Take that!
The smell you point out to me, Eustace, it's a smell of engine oil, isn't it? Motorcycle oil, even. Yup, and we're both smelled it before in the same place. Yes, in Chairman Winter's garage. What's more, these finger marks feature some distinctive patterns, don't they? The outlines of the letters D, E, A, T, and H, death. The same letters that appear on the fingers of these gloves.
Objection!
Oh, gloves that can be bought in any store. How does that prove anything, dear boy?
Objection!
How indeed. That's not the only thing that connects your gloves to the piece of newspaper, the dirt. Let's look again at the scrap of paper that the bell was wrapped in. And compare it to the gloves we found in Chairman Winter's garage. There's a feature that's undeniably connected to two. This.
Take that!
This right here connects to two-piece evidence.
It does. Are you sure, dear boy? I can't say I see the connection myself.
Heh. Okay, hang on. Concentrate. Come on, concentrate. Look at the newspaper again. There's something that matches those gloves, and only those gloves. There has to be.
Just like thought. You can't prove anything at all, can you?
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Oh, the A here. The A is partially...
Take that!
How many gloves would have that A marked off? Look at the letter A on the finger. Half of it is missing. Look exactly as it is on the print of the newspaper.
What?
I would also like to draw the courtroom's attention to the dirt that the gloves are covered in. I think it might be worth having its composition compared to that of the dirt in the newspaper, so I was right. I was right about the dirt also. A match would make for even stronger evidence that the print was made by Chairman Winter's gloves. Officer, how the dirt on those two pieces of evidence compared right away?
Curse you, Edgeworth, and you, Eustace. Who do you think you are? You're nothing but mere prosecutors.
Sorry, Dad. I think it's time you admitted defeat. You suppressed vital evidence, and we just proved that in a court of law. And you did it to try and protect the defendant.
Oh, what? Do you think you're going to be able to make that stick? You think they'll send me to prison? Me? You think you'll be the one to finally take me down? You're a fool, a child, a fool!
Objection!
Just give it up, Dad. Admit what you did.
Objection!
You think you'll stand a chance without me around? You won't last 5 minutes!
You know what? I think I might be okay. All I ever wanted was to become a prosecutor, to make you proud. But after your men kidnapped me, and I was lying there in the dark all on my own, I got to thinking how powerless I was in all this because of you. I almost gave up. I almost lost sight of the truth. But then... Edgeworth appeared out of nowhere and showed me a way forward. I don't need your approval anymore, and I don't need you. After all, I found the evidence on my own, didn't I?
My men kidnapped you? What are you talking about?
Objection!
I guess the courtroom is as good a place as any to tell you the truth, Dad.
Be careful what you say to me, boy. You may live to regret it. You're a fool, Eustace, and you always will be.
I know you've hated me for as long as I can remember, but I want you to know that despite it all, I've always looked up to you as my dad. Thanks for everything, Excelcius. And goodbye.
You! When did you? You need me, dang it! You can't possibly survive without me! Eustace!
That's probably the best moment in the Ace Attorney investigation so far. This is probably the best moment in the game so far. This. Yes, Eustace and Edgeworth has taken down Winner. The court hereby accepts this vital evidence in this case, was suppressed by Chairman Winner. That crime will be tried, and an appropriate punishment decided at a future date. But for now, we must turn to the matter of the knife and the chisel, which still have not been found. However, I believe a full search of the garbage facility may well remedy that.
What? You're going to dig through all that trash for the knife, darling. But then...
Don't worry, Warden Lagarde. I'm sure your punishment won't be too unpleasant.
No, you devil punished moi? Impossibly. Excelcius, you blithering buffoon, what did you do?
What did you do?
All your swaggering bluster about how they never declare me guilty and now this? You were the one I went to after they arrested me because you made me believe I could trust you. And not only did you kidnap a child to try and help me, it didn't even work? Idiot! You! Feckless, useless idiot of a man!
An unsightly outburst, to say the least, but an informative one, too, when you agree, Eustace.
Yeah, she really let some juicy info slip there, right? She did, right?
Yes, she did. We really need to work on your confidence.
Very well, then it seems we may be able to bring these proceedings to an end at last.
Not so fast.
Is that Agent Lang? That's Agent Lang's voice.
Who's that?
What the hell is going on? Sorry, Judge Gavel, your happy ending will have to wait. Lang Z says, the end of the trial is not necessarily the end of the matter. Who are you? Just a lowly lone wolf investigator by the name of Shilong Lang. And you have some sort of objection to these proceedings, I take it? Ah, not really. Your suspect over there is guilty for sure. Guiltier than you know.
Lang? Like the Lang from 12 years ago?
Yup. Good to see that you're finally about to pay for your crimes. Even if it did take a while for you to get what was coming to you.
Agent Lang, explain yourself.
Are you familiar with the SS5 incident? I certainly am. It happened 12 years back. Wait, 12 years. Look, a lot happened, okay? That was all, 12 years ago or more. My father and the president being friends, our family being the ones who kept him safe. He just changed one day. It was like he became a different person. Now he doesn't trust the police one bit. I wonder what happened 12 years ago. Hang on a second. He just changed one day. It was like he became a different person. Now he doesn't trust the police one bit. Could this all be connected to Agent Lang's father and his relationship with the president somehow? B.V. Lagarde, an Excelcius winner. In the flesh, I've waited a long time for this day. After all, you're the ones who threw my family name into the dirt.
Eek!
Are we to assume you have some personal connection to the incident in question? I do, but I'm not here to talk about the past. Not yet, anyhow. Right now, I'm here for you, Gavel.
Me?
You and the one other person. Shaun?
Shaun!
You're both under arrest. On suspicion of having conspired to murder D. Jun Wong, president of Zhangfa.
Objection.
Where's your evidence, Agent Lang?
Not so fast.
All in good time, Mr. Prosecutor. We haven't even started our investigation yet. I want my suspects in the scene with me while I look everything over again. What have you uncovered, Agent Lang? I need to know. If you've got a problem, you're more than welcome to tag along. Oh, believe me, I will. What the hell is going on here? The end of the trial is not necessarily the end of the matter. We certainly haven't come anywhere close to solving the mystery of the President's murder, or uncovering the truth behind these so-called monster sightings. Oh, don't worry. I'm counting on you at least trying to track me down. That'll be half the fun. Heh, not that I rate your chances of bringing me to justice particularly highly. Or figuring out who that was on the phone. Yes, I'd say the matter is far from over yet. Wow, that was the longest part yet, nearly 3 hours, because I always end my parts on the to be continued. That's when I always like to end my parts. So that was the longest part yet. Out of all of them, that was definitely the longest one yet. But yeah, this case is getting pretty good. But thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you did, drop a like. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.